Take one.
And action.
Action.
What's up, guys?
Good evening, my friends, my blood brothers.
Hello, gentlemen. How are thee?
Brothers in Halloween and horror.
And horror.
Yes.
Hello, Stefan.
Hello, Stefan.
Hello.
Do you like the Mrs. Doubtfire? Hello. When she got
Hello.
you had all the shit on her face.
It was
That's
a run
right.
by fruiting.
It was a run by fruiting.
Oh, I love that. Pierce Brosnan. I love it. love it.
I when I'm ever at a pool and I throw something at the back of either my wife or one of my kids, it was a run by fruiting.
Exactly. It was a run by fruiting.
That is awesome.
Hello, nurse.
Ah, I see. How's our
So-
Sunday going, everybody? How's our weekend? It's getting good weather here in our area.
It was nice today. Actually, it's raining now. It's supposed to be raining all week here.
Dylan, you
Unfortunately.
son of a bitch.
You son of
Son
a
of
bitch.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, not looking forward to it. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I had a busy weekend. Band played yesterday, and the band played on, and it didn't rain. This is the first time in like 6-7 years we played this fundraiser that it didn't. Usually it's like a monsoon when we play, and it was freaking beautiful out. It was nice. So it's a long weekend on top of almost missing my flight home on Friday night.
Yeah,
Oh,
how about that, huh?
I'm glad you did it.
Yeah. Well, basically, I was telling Brett when I was talking to him, I went. So when I landed in O'Hare, it says, okay. So I forget what the gate was. I think we landed at F5, and I had to go to see something or other. And they're like, oh, it takes 20 minutes to get there. I made it in 9 because I was freaking running. Because I was like the second to last person to get on the damn plane.
Hauling ass, huh?
I was like, oh man, this blows. Because we sat in Birmingham, Alabama on the plane for an hour while they loaded all shit up, or they had some issue with the loading, or I don't know.
It's frustrating, after a
Who the
while.
hell
I think it
knows?
lingers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I was telling you guys, I think, a message. This is always a big weekend. It's my brother's May 4th, so and big Star Wars guy, of course. He's May the 4th be with you, of course, and all that,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was Thursday. I forgot about
all
that.
that jazz. But it's always Derby weekend. This is the first weekend in May, so we used to have a racetrack in the town I grew up in. It's the first year without it, actually. That's where the Chicago Bears bought the property, and they're going to be building their new stadium. But we
nice.
grew up in the town where this racetrack was. It was Arlington Racetrack. We used to go there for the Derby day all the time, do the races there, and then watch the Derby on the screens. And this was the first year we didn't get to do it. So it was kind of a bummer. So we had it at my buddy's house, and next thing you know, I was done for the night.
Yeah, apparently so. What's up, Jake? Jake's dropping in, saying hi, to say that the Halloween H2O CGI mask is underappreciated. Yeah, it's underappreciated, like a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, it depends on how you. Depends on what you mean by that.
When we did the watch along, we talked. I think you guys agreed. I know I'd said it, like the first mask that appears when he comes out of the side of that house in the kitchen, and Nurse Marion's on the ground. That's like the close to the H6 mask. That's the mask that they should have just went with the entire time.
That's the one they should have just used.
Yeah, they should have just stayed with that.
So this goes to show you, because I was just completely shot today. So I'm like reaching out to these boys here. So what we're going to do with the Myers masks tonight is I have a whole list of the Myers masks, different ones from each film, and we'll just rank them from 1 to 10. And then at the end, we could just give our 1 through 12 ranking, like the general Myers mask, which was used for each film.
Oh,
Just do it
okay.
that way. That'd be fun. I figured we did. Yeah. So if you guys have your like masks in a from
Countdown.
from 12 countdown, we'll do that after the fact. And I have a whole, which reminds me, let me get it up. Oh, that didn't sound good. Let me get it up here. Let me load load the slides here before I forget.
Gotcha.
A Bud Light apple, Stefan. A Bud Light apple. That sounds like something that a twin or whatever you say would like.
Bud Light apple. I don't know. I have to mention it to Joe's son. See if he's had that.
Drop on. Oh.
Stefan also asked about David Lynch's Inland Empire. I don't know about that one. I know a lot of David Lynch stuff. Don't know that one.
I've heard of it, but I've not seen it.
Huh.
I think a lot of people's number ones are going to be somewhere around the same. But hold on, don't reveal just yet.
I like number 1 and 2. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would think so. Let me just bring up the other. Actually, you know what? While I'm uploading the rest of the slides here, I am parched. Let's do our quick beer review because I could really go for a beer. Like I haven't had enough this past week. Why stop now? Just cap off the whole week. Why not? Right? What the hell?
It never gets old.
It always makes me want to pee.
For sure.
And you know what's bad now? Because every time I fly now, what I always do is when you can pick your seats, if you depending on what app you're using for whichever airline you're on, I always make sure I get an aisle seat. So if I have to get up and piss, it's easy.
Yeah, I prefer the aisle seat too.
Excuse me while I have to go drain the main vein.
Oh, yes.
Where's my beer, Bob?
Where's it at?
So I am what am I drinking here? I forgot the name of it. I bought it before I left. Let's see. It's Forgotten Boardwalk Brewing Company. It's Demon of the Sea Double Hazy IPA.
That's a great name.
With the kitty cat on it.
Demon of the Sea, and then the name of the brewery is just
Forgotten, and it's actually Cherry Hill, New Jersey, home of Monster Mania.
Oh no shit! Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm wondering. I wonder if they have a place to go have a couple. I wonder if they have their own place down there. I'll have to research that for. You ever head this way again, Brady or Joe? We'll have to go hit it up.
Oh yeah. Hey, they're bringing out all the stops for their August show, huh?
Yeah, it looks good. I'd like to go down there to one of the Maryland ones one of these days too. Never been down to that one.
What do you think that is for you? Distance? A few hours?
It's about 3 hours, Maryland.
Yeah,
so it's honestly about a half hour more than it takes for me to get from here to Cherry Hill.
That's not bad at all.
It's not a bad thing either direction. I can go both ways. That's what I've heard.
And we've said before, anybody that goes to
That's what she said.
You go to New Jersey and you're not from there, you can't pump your own gas. It's full service.
Yeah.
I got out of the car. I'm like, oh, did I do something wrong? No, I got to pump the gas. I'm like, what?
Man, we haven't even started in the CGI mask. He's getting a lot of love. I thought he'd get a lot of hate. We haven't gotten there yet.
And I hate to rip on Stan Winston, but yeah.
I can just stand. I think I just sense a bit of sarcasm in those comments.
Already. He's got his beer of choice.
Yeah, that's from Beer Zombies Brewing in Las Vegas. I really wanted to go there when I was in Vegas. Oh, wow. They have two different tap rooms. One is off the strip, and then one is just more in the other part of Vegas, another sector. But of course, yeah, I saw the can. I'm like, a little bit of the Warriors in there, a little bit of the Zombie.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow, that is cool as hell.
Yes, it's a double IPA. And,
that's real cool.
You should send one of those to Sean Clark because it got the Warriors little thing on the back.
I sent it to him. No response, but that's okay. I don't need to annoy him any more than I do.
Oh, he loves it when we annoy him.
Oh, I bet. And that's what was I going to say here? That's more of a piney IPA. If you like more of the piney stuff, not as much like a hazy IPA. Mm-hmm. It's got more of the piney flavor to it, which I don't mind from time to time. So
Not bad. Not
That's
bad.
actually really good. That's not bad at all. Shout out to Forgotten Boardwalk. That's actually really
yeah,
good.
those hazy ones you got to drink within a couple of weeks because then they start getting what's it? Straight ass cheeks, Joe? Is that right?
Straight ass cheeks.
Straight ass cheeks, man. Oh,
Rob Windsor.
Rob Windsor is in the house. International Man of Mystery.
So, where's that picture at?
Hey, don't spread it around, Rob.
Hey, but he's going to H45, right? We heard that.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Yes, he will be there, and he will be hanging with. There's going to be so many. I've had so many people reach out to me that either follow you on Instagram or in the group, and they're like, "Oh, we got to get together. We got to hang out." I'm like, "Yeah." So it's going to be one big giant friggin' Halloween circle jerk.
Yeah, that's God bless that Slaughtered Lamb group for putting that H45 group together because all the people that I've met since I've been going to those shows, I invited them and put them in there, and a good majority of them have already posted stuff in there, which is cool. So
That's awesome, man.
But
Yeah,
Rob, you gonna like wear a mask the whole time because then we're gonna see what you look like.
yeah.
He'd be wearing a Michael Myers mask.
And kudos to you guys for going in there and saying stuff to that group too. I knew you guys would too.
Yeah, I wanted to get a little bit more stuff going in there today, but I just got so busy with just getting stuff ready for today.
Super fun, man.
You know what we keep on forgetting too, and we gotta, Pat, you and I gotta keep on saying this. This will be our first time meeting Joe in person too.
This is true. Yes, Freddie and I have already met. We've shared a hotel room
and some other things.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that.
Toothbrushes.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Oh, I love that. That's like my favorite thing ever now. I got to put that on my phone so when somebody annoys me, I'm just going to hold it up. Will you shut the fuck up?
That is too good.
Oh, I love that, man. But yeah, it'll be the first time that we get to hang out. It's be the first time the Holy Trinity will be together partying under one roof.
It's going to be awesome. We haven't really hammered that home as much, but that's important.
It's kind of, it's something to look forward to. I'm excited.
I think now with the internet and live streaming and everything, it doesn't make it, it makes it a bit easier, I guess. It doesn't feel like, it's great in person, but physical contact means something.
It does.
I mean, it's kind of like a win in Rome because, I mean, think about the surroundings we'll be around and the environment and the people, and it's gonna be surreal in a way. It's gonna be surreal.
It will.
It's like going to Disneyland.
Eat your fucking slop.
It's like going to Disneyland for the first time. It's just.
It will be. It's like it's all black and white right now, but then it's going to be all colors when we're there.
For real.
Be the Wizard of Oz.
So it's gonna be good.
Actually, that's a good. Maybe you know what? That's not a bad thing. Maybe we'll do that next week. We can do the
Stefan,
Jason
good
masks.
call. Yeah.
Why not? Why not? I have no problem with that. I love I love the Friday 13th movies. That's not a bad idea. But we'll transition into what is new in our collection.
Ooh.
Which is, hold on, where's all my stuff? There it is.
Damn.
New items in our collection. So I actually have some not much because I am still being a good boy.
Oh.
After a year and a half pre-order, the Mezco 112 H2s have been released.
So
only took a year and a half.
Wow.
Now, you took the other pictures. I'll ask you something in a second about this.
So that's the front. This is the back. And that's what it looks like.
So all of that stuff you could take out and it's all in just plastic wrap, huh?
Yeah. And the only thing that's different is it's much smaller than the first 112.
That's real cool. Hold on.
Which is a little odd. Like the packaging and everything. The box, I should have took pictures of them side by side and you can see the comparison. But it's cool. It looks nice and it just took forever. I forgot about it. I got a notice. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that damn thing.
I wonder, did Joe? I know Joe was when he gets back on. I'm waiting, but I'll be curious if he pre-ordered it or not. I haven't yet. But
hey,
did you pre-order this one too, dude?
No, I did not, and I'm ticked off because it looks really cool.
It does.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of
Mezco.
No, not Mezco. The artwork, because they slapped that on a lot of stuff.
Like the Party City stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of all the Party City stuff. Like, you bring up that point. Hold on. Watch this. I have this hanging here.
honestly, I toyed with the H3 masks. We could mention them. I didn't.
Yeah,
do
I
anything
was
there.
actually going to message you a while ago about it. I was like, can we put the brute mask in there? Oh, look at Joe. You got that little hang.
Oh, you got the little hanging thing? Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that.
Like I have a bunch of those like just everywhere, and it's that same image. And you're right, Brett. It's all that Party City stuff.
Yeah.
I just wish it was a different cover, but I'm gonna order it anyways because it once you open it up, it looks awesome. It looks great.
You know who's done really well with the stuff is Fright Rags with the H2 stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have the H2 board game.
Right. And Anthony
Exactly.
Massey's a big part of that, right? Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. I really didn't think he was too involved in anything Halloween related anymore, but apparently I was. You know what? He just did that.
He did
My
the
Bloody
preview.
Valentine. He did the My
Yeah.
Bloody Valentine game, so I think that's probably how he got involved.
Yeah, he did that little sneak peek of it. Now he had me curious. So
Very
And
nice.
the only other thing that came in was my Jack's Addicts cards came in.
oh good. You got all 5 variants too. Cool.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah, he always does nice job. Shout out to Jack's Attic. He puts out some cool cards and little like 11 by 17 poster prints and extremely affordable and super nice guy.
That's cool, man.
Stefan's
That's what
asking
I've got.
the board game. You didn't really get to see too much if you're Facebook friends with Anthony Massey. He just put what did he post, Pat? Like a picture of the cover, I think, right? In the bag that it comes in. Or
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. How much?
Yeah, just seriously, just take my money, please.
Just take it. Just take them. It just hit too because I was gonna pre-order it, but then I was like, dude, we just had like a string of like all these pre-orders recently, and I'm like,
VIPs too.
yeah, dude, I can't.
Oh yeah,
I
that
couldn't
weekend was a big weekend. Yeah, that pre-order in the game, that H1 game,
the figures, the Fright Rag figures,
the Fright Rag figures, the VIP ticket to the freaking thing, and I was just like, no more, please.
I was like, I tapped out, dude. I tapped out, bro. I was like, I can't do this no more.
Yeah, you guys don't need to see me living on the streets if you catch my drift sooner or later.
It's brutal.
Actually, he's not on Facebook. He's on Instagram. Jack's Attic. My bad. He's not on Facebook.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's on Instagram. Anthony Massey just posted it on Facebook. Maybe we'll
Right.
find it. Pat and I could figure that out later.
Yeah, and we'll maybe I'll reach out to him too. See if wants to come on and talk about the games.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Even the My Bloody Valentine game. I'd be interested to hear about it.
Come on,
And his
Stefan.
whole backstory, because he was the one that started, I think, one of the first Myers websites, that Myers Museum back in
Myers-
the 90s.
Yep.
Mhm.
I was on it a lot as a kid.
Yeah, I was always on that thing, and then I remember it went away. I was like, "What happened?" Then, and lo and behold, it was because he became webmaster of HalloweenMovies.com.
Yeah, worked with Mustafa Khan and Trinkus. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
So yeah, maybe I'll pick his brain, see if he's interested in hanging out with us three knuckleheads. Love letters. Did you finally see Love Letters?
Very nice.
Mm.
Very
I'll
nice.
see some different sides of Jamie Lee Curtis, a young Jamie Lee Curtis. So we got some fun going on tonight. So
Did you get anything? Did you get anything new, Brett?
I was good. Good.
Yeah,
man.
no.
I got one thing, one little thing.
Oh, what?
A buddy gave me to me as a gift at work the other day. So I hadn't bought anything because what we just spoke about, but I got this little loot crate.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Joe,
the
you
loot
said
crate.
that to us.
Loot pins.
Yeah. So I did some research, and apparently, when you buy like these little special horror boxes, that this would come in that little loot crate, I guess.
The loot
So,
crates, yeah.
Loot
Yeah,
crates.
he gave it to me. He's just one day I was walking into work, and he's like, "Hey man, I found this, and I know you collect Halloween stuff," and he gave it to me. So I thought this was real cool, man. So
What a nice gift.
man, not in bad shape. Still got the original packaging. Still got a little crease on it, but hey, I'll take it. Very nice thought. Very nice gift.
Nice guy. That's cool. So,
Very nice.
so like I said, if you had just jumped in now, we're gonna start. So I've uploaded all the masks and all versions of masks of Myers from each of the films.
So 19 of them.
Excluding obviously H3, and then so we're gonna put up an image and we'll all see where everybody lands on it. Rank it from 1 to 10, or even negative if it's that fucking bad. And then at the end, we're just gonna go right down and give our ranking of the main mask that you think of each from each film. Because obviously there's different ones based on different person playing Myers in the movie. And I think there's one I did forget. I'll mention when I got to it. I meant to do it, then I got up to do something and I forgot about it. So without further ado, let's start all the way back with the OG in 1978 and rank Young Michael Myers clown mask.
Oh wow.
I didn't even put that one on. I should have thought about that.
That wasn't even on my list. I have 19 masks, and that's all the adult Myers. I did not get the young Michael.
No, I went hog wild and grabbed every image of Myers, and I can honestly say I do remember missing one, and I'll get to it.
That's why we love you. That's why we love
Yes,
you.
That's why.
This makes it interesting.
This is my life. I have no life. This is where I live. But so this was always a cool. Granted, it goes by fast because he just pulls the mask off. His dad pulls it off real quick. So I had to get like a screen grab real quick of it. And they did, Trick or Treat Studios did do a nice version. Actually, there's two versions of this mask.
Yes, there is two different color variations.
Yep, two variations. Yep, and so I was, to me, it is a creepy mask. So if I had to rank it from like a 1 to 10. I'd give it like a 6 or 7. To me, clowns always scared me, even as a kid. To this day, they still fucking scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see the Tots ones, and you're going to meet Will Sandin, Will Sandin gives you a real nice signature on one. I did purchase one myself on it, right on the forehead. So puts Michael Myers, Will Sandin, Michael Myers, age 6, does a nice little signature for you.
Very nice.
So what do you guys think? And people, throw it in the chat, guys. What do you think? 1 to 10.
Oh, I'll give it simple. I'm gonna give that one it's fun. I'm gonna give it an 8 for sure. Because it's the first imagery and the mask that he dons for his first kill. So it's up there because it's not the mask itself, it's what's behind the mask. But even the mask. That mask itself is kind of fucking creepy. So give that one a solid 8.
Like it better on Danielle? Well, Joe the Horror Guy's not here tonight. I'm sure he'd agree with you.
Oh, well, shit.
So I was already thinking to that effect. So we'll get into that because I'm sure you're going to have it on here.
I would give this, I'd give it a solid 8 too. We could talk about the Rob Zombie one somewhere down the road here too, which is a good
we'll get there. Yeah, we are going to get there. So all right. So this I was thought is pretty cool, pretty creepy, and it's our first introduction to Myers. So let's see what is the next one, because I have them kind of in order, but I don't remember which ones to put. So let's see. The OG Shatner Myers mask.
Oh baby,
I have no problem going first. It's an 11.
Come on, I mean it's a 10. Hello.
This was the first real good image I saw in 1980 when I first saw this, and I was like, wow, that is fucking scary looking.
That's the first clear good shot you see of it up close. Yes.
Yep, up close. It's just
I can't put a rank. It's infinity. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. No doubt about it.
It's just the shadowing, the lighting, the mask itself, everything that you want, and what makes it this mask so iconic. It's all there for you. It's all there.
Everybody contributed, Joe. That's right. Like Dean Cundy with the lighting. You got Tommy Lee Wallace who created that thing. Nick Castle's wearing it.
Yes.
Spot on.
It's the moment in the scene. He just got done killing Linda and he picks up the phone. Like it's all encapsulated in that moment. It's so good. It's so good.
Amazing. And it's perfectly lit because what don't you see? You don't see his eyes. You're not supposed to see his eyes. They're dark holes. Yes, I said dark hole.
They are,
That is the OG, the one and only for me. And that's just amazing. Next we go to Tommy Lee Wallace in the closet scene.
Oh, wow. We're getting real gangster now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd give this a solid. No, I can't give it as high as that as Nick in it, but I'll give it a solid 9.
You can tell it's more fuller in the face.
You can always tell the face is more full. Exactly.
And this scene itself is really terrifying. As a kid, I remember watching that scene and fucking being terrified in that moment. That's a pretty fucking scary scene. So with that and the mask and this Tommy Lee Wallace kicking ass. I got to give this one a 7, man. 7.
Yeah, with that shot right there, it's a little bit lower. But if you going back to that whole scene where the lights going on and off, and he's looking down there, I got to give this a solid 8. Solid 8. Tommy Lee Wallace is the set designer, so he knew what spots to hit there.
Yeah,
very, very cool.
So good.
See what's next. The name that shall not be mentioned.
Oh fuck!
Oh wow. I didn't know we were gonna get into these. I'm loving this.
Yeah, Pat, you got me for a loop. I like it though.
Oh man. So who
Oh,
wants to
come
go
on.
first?
You guys know I'm obsessive and a lunatic. I say,
I'll
what
go.
the hell?
I'll
I'm
go
going to go all
first.
out.
I'll let y'all have more on this. This scene was cool. Of course, you get to see unmasked, and then you get to see him put it back on. I'm gonna give this one a 2. That's it. I'm done.
I'm gonna go 5 just because it's a tense scene there, and he's walking like he's out of it because he's been stabbed with things. So
yeah, you played it good. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 because it does visually look good. You just have to suspend disbelief of the douchebag that's under the mask. That's all.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, it's
You're
hard
better
for me.
than that, Pat.
Guys, I'm sorry, we're better than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like. I just don't like it.
If I was peacocking, I apologize.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
I just don't like it. It just the mask looks different. Don't you see how it's kind of droopy? You see how it doesn't look. You can still see some kind of whitening underneath the eyes. You see that?
You could tell he must that I don't know how tall. Well, I've met them both in person, but I'm trying to think of how tall they are because you can tell. You see much more of the neckline, so you know it's Tony Moran. You can see like the whole neckline.
Joe said it right there. I don't like when you can see his eyes. I think it's just best if it's just black. You don't know what the hell's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
a lot better. There you get a better grasp of it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Especially when Loomis comes in and he's standing there in the dark silhouette. You don't see, dude. That's terrifying, dude. That is terrifying.
Jim Winburn.
Speaking of, there you go.
He's waving to
Jim
us.
Winburn. He's waving to us. He's waving. Loomis, stop shooting at me, you dick.
Speaking of this scene, there you go. There you go. I love it.
And,
okay.
Late great Jim Winburn, and I give this a solid 8.
Oh man, it's one of the scarier scenes when Loomis comes around the corner and then he sees him there, just standing there,
hey,
like
Joseph.
Not scared. Loomis has his gun ready to and he's just standing there and he takes the rounds like a champ. Golly, got to give this one a 9, man. This is like one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Like I love this scene. Rest in peace, Jim Winburn.
I think 8.5 for me because this scene's great. He does like the bushwhacker type thing.
Yeah. It's like doing the hippie shake.
I love when he falls down, you hear the dun. I love that. I love the dun. I love it.
Remember too, like you said, like that sound effect when he hits the ground was used so much back in that era too.
Whatever. It's
And
so good.
I like when Loomis turns the corner, looks at him, and he's standing there, and that heavy breathing because you can hear him almost like he's like,
Yeah, that's so good, man.
Oh, so good. So I believe that is all from the OG. So let's go to the OG Shatner from Halloween 2.
You son of a.
I'm going straight. I'm going first.
You're good,
I'm going 10. 10.
10. 10's across the board.
Love me some Dick Warlock.
10. Yeah, 10 here, right at that spot where he's like, "Doctor, what are you doing?"
And don't you see the difference where the collar is closed, so you see no neckline?
Yes.
You still got the fuller face of Dick Warlock, but then it's the little hair that sticks out like that.
Yep.
It's just something about that look, the shadowing, the cheekbones, everything's just 10.
That collar's up. He's dressing, getting ready to go to prom. I don't know.
10 out of 10.
And like you don't really see his eyes. You can almost see them, but you don't.
Just a glimpse there.
Just a glimpse, which is fine. They look like blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. It's just so great. And shout out to everybody. We did not do the Halloween 2 movie book club last week because I was just way too freaking busy. So we're gonna pick it up on Wednesday. So do you guys, because it's not really mentioned in the movie, do you know why Loomis has 2 guns? Just notice he's got 2 guns.
One is his.
Isn't it the marshal's gun? No.
He takes the marshal's gun in the book. He demands it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's the only like none of the deputies gave him one or.
That's because if you read the novelization, the part when it comes to that, which we'll get to on this episode, he tells the marshal, "Hand me your gun." When he's forcing him to drive to the hospital because it's not shown. It's not shown in the movie. He just naturally just appears with a second gun.
Oh wow.
Would you put that thing away?
You put that thing away.
That's what
All
she
right.
said.
Where are we going from here? We got the OG Shatner Halloween 2, which is beautiful.
Wow.
10s across the board.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Ugh, shit.
rest in peace, Ben Tramer. He could have had that date with Laurie Strode. He might have nailed her.
Look at
Russ,
this
he made
fucking
porker.
hair.
I mean, in all fairness, the trick or treat mask is pretty badass. When the hair
It's
is
fun.
down, yeah, the hair is down and it looks
It's
nice.
fun.
But this image here, straight ass cheeks. So I'm giving this a 2. Straight trash.
Oh, just in honor of the dead, I'll give it a 5. Why not?
Oh man.
In honor of the great dead.
I give it a 4.
Hello, Joseph.
He looks like Daniel
looks-
Stern from Home Alone when he gets electrocuted.
It looks better when the deputy car hits it. It goes face down into the hood.
Is it him? Is it him?
Is it him or not?
Is it
Or
him
the TV
not?
version. I don't know.
The other TV version. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, rest in peace, Bennett Tramer.
Well, that mask was so bad that Dick Warlock had to finish him off. You know.
Yeah.
That's
Bloody
right.
Tears mask.
Oh man, I'm not big into masks. Okay, I own a couple. I have 1, 2, 4 of them, and this one with the bloody tears is my top. It's a 10. It's up there. It's up to 10. Look at that.
No shit.
10.
look at
It's a
Stefan
10.
going deep. Looks
10.
like Chip from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 when he gets electrocuted.
I forgot about that.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'd give this a 10. This is definitely a 10. This is very, very cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to go with 10. You're right, because I don't mind seeing the eyes here because he's like, even though they probably would be freaking shattered, right? Those
They'd be
eyes.
gone, which I never understood. He's like, he just got shot in both eyes, and then you see his eyes.
Shot me in the eyes.
The movie magic failed.
Yeah, movie magic was a little inconsistent on this one. 10 out of 10. All right,
That's
and we'll see
amazing.
where we go. Where are we going from here?
You know,
Get out now.
You know what shot's good too, Pat? Before you go to the next one, is
Yeah.
the right before Loomis lights the match when they show him with the blood out, with the blood.
I almost
down.
put that image too. I was going to put that image up too because there's so many of different lightings and everything. But yeah,
Go on, get out.
Get
come on, get out,
Get out now. Get out now.
Oh my lord, Tom,
Oh.
what's his name?
Tom Morga.
Tom Morga.
Love that.
This would have been. I would love to get a mask of this. You know, that's
I would like
it's
a figure of that.
a
You know,
figure of it too. Would be
How come
very.
they didn't
very
do an alternate head with that on the Tots figure? That would have been awesome.
Oh yeah. That'd be
Did they?
cool.
Not, I don't have the H4 Tots figure. They didn't have the alternate.
I don't think so.
Hey, what they should do is have this figure and then a Lori 2 hospital, like where she's in a gown, or like a 2000 or Halloween Kills where she's in the gown. Like, come on, 2-pack. They're both in hospital gowns.
I would give this. I'd give this a 6. It's fun. 6 or 7. I give it a 7. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 7. For sure. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how much you like them. That's how much you like the
It's like Darkman.
No,
Oh,
well,
no.
I think, Pat, you
Oh,
showed
yeah.
it on the lobby card set. I like the shot of him in the truck where he's got the overalls on with the bandages still on.
Yeah,
Remember that shot?
Yeah.
That publicity
great
shot?
shot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna keep it simple. This one's about a 6 for me because he's pretty badass. He walking around looking like Darkman, like you said there, Pat. And
Oh, Stefan. Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
Stefan,
feel
there
like
you go.
hearing the mechanic.
Yeah.
Kind of super
And-
cool look though.
Oh
The
my
OG
god.
H4 Myers mask, which to me always looked like Ronald McDonald without makeup.
Hey, we got to give it credit. It does have the blacked out eyes. It has a little mesh over it. So
Mhm.
Give it that. Yeah.
It looks like
one
he's
that I
smiling, right? He's like,
the one I did miss was I didn't upload an image of Tom Morga with the mask on, which would have been the scene where he impales Kathleen Kinmont.
oh yeah.
I completely forgot to upload that. So, but that's a great scene. He looked good in that too. But I was never the biggest fan of this mask, so I'll give it a 6.
Nice. Oh man, I guess for me it's the totality of the suit, like because he's got the coveralls, he's got the pinstripes, right? You got the mask, you got the it's all the way up here. For me as a kid, because I was younger when I first saw this, and it was a pretty emotionless, pale face. It looked pretty plain, looked like just like you ever seen Three Ninjas? You remember when Colt is painting the white mask all white?
I
You
don't
know,
remember that.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, with Three Ninjas, the three kids. It looked like that. The Three Ninjas mask. But I love it. I got to give it an 8, man. Got to give it an 8.
Cool. Yeah, and this H4 was an introduction to a lot of people to the franchise,
Uh-huh.
and so I'm sure they're going to rank it high, and I respect that. So everybody's got their opinions. I would never criticize otherwise. But for me, I just, coming from the OG, I was like, I'll give it a 6. It's basically it was because we got sold a bill of goods. You had that amazing looking mask on the poster, and then you got to the movie theater. You're like, is that Ronald McDonald?
Mm-hmm. That is so cool, though. I love it. For me, it's one of the masks that I own. Like I said, I don't buy many masks, but I had to have the trick or treat mask. I had to.
It was, yes.
I think you said it right, Pat. Like I think this was a big movie for a lot of people because it was their introduction. It was my first one seeing in the theater, but I was so disappointed because I know you're given a lot of advertisements with the original mask, but I guess none of us really put two and two together. How could it be that mask if he burned? So I will give this. I'm going to go fractional. I'm going 6.5. I'm going 6.5. I know I'm over if it was The Price is Right. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's not bad. And and a lot of people argue, well, you know what? Of course, his mask was burned up in H2, so it couldn't be the same one. And this is just what he was able to grab at a Vincent drugstore. Okay, I can see that, but they could have made it a little bit better. They could have made it anything, So, with that being said,
there he is. I was waiting for you to see
the pink mask. Oh my gosh. The pink.
They're like, fuck it. We can't go back in the editing room and fix this.
I remember seeing this in the theater, and it was the big what the fuck moment because obviously you couldn't rewind it until you got the VHS. I remember looking at I'm looking at my friend, I'm like, what the fuck was that just now?
Hey there, big boy, is what it's saying right now.
Oh man, I don't even know how to describe this thing.
He's looking at Loomis lovingly. Tell me more about my eyes.
I know it's like they're waiting for their table to open up at a restaurant, and he's telling them how much he loves them.
Adoringly staring at him.
It's funny how
your neighbor, buddy.
You know what? It's like, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. For me, it's funny. It's like you go from the 4 mask, and then they show you this. Why? What if they just tweaked this? If they changed the hair color, if they just tweaked it, worked on the eyebrows, like you could have had a pretty decent mask for 4. What the fuck?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
and I don't get it, but I had to throw that in there.
God, no, this is a must. This is
I would give this a 3. I only 3 because instead of a 0 because I'm giving it a 3 because of the possibility of what it could have been.
Yeah, I'm going 2. Sorry,
2.
Those are keys.
Like Happy Gilmore. Yeah, I'll see you there.
Yeah. Straight hot garbage.
Yep, hot garbage.
Hot ass cheeks.
Straight trash.
Where are we going next?
Oh my god.
Oh, like Nicotero mold mask.
Mr. Alien face. Yeah.
And here's another thing. How did that mask get like that after he's in the mine shaft, right?
This mask, especially this picture of Don Shanks in this, tell me this doesn't look like a creepy version of like Bert from Bert and Ernie.
Oh my gosh.
Bert and Ernie, and then you get the Nicolas Cage shots and other views, right?
Nicolas Cage, yeah. I mean, granted, they have they were smart with this mask. They put that mesh over the eyes, so the eyes would look dark. So I give them credit for that. That was good. That was good thinking. This mask might have worked out a little bit better had they done something different with the hair. Because it looks like Michael's just got like a completely he's 60. He's got a receding hairline.
He had a 5 head.
And the neck is just too long. It's just way too long.
The long neck is a killer.
The long neck is just a killer. So I'll give this I'll give it a 4. That just as a pity 4.
Man, I'm about to go 4 too.
Well, I'm gonna put you guys for a shocker. There are scenes in this movie though that the mask really creeps me out, and we've talked. This is a guilty pleasure movie. The mask is somewhat of a guilty pleasure for me because there's some scenes that freak me out. So I'm going to 6.
That's fine. That's cool.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
the movies we've discussed it is a guilty pleasure for me too. It's very nostalgic for me.
Oh yeah.
It's a very nostalgic time in my life.
Oh man,
So let's
that's a,
H5, and let's see where we're going next.
Brute.
Mask.
I actually am a big fan of that mask. I think it looks cool. I think it added a fun little, he's wearing a different mask. It's the first time that I remember him wearing a different mask in a movie. So for me, I got to give that a 5, man. I give it a 5.
I always liked this mask. I'm gonna give it a 6. I think it was cool, very effective and creepy. This is the only shot where it looks good with his eyes because you could see his eyes open when she's talking to him, and it looks creepy. That's about the only time his eyes are effective.
Stefan's not happy.
I'm gonna tell you, this mask though, like I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm giving it a 6 because when she kisses him and the look he gives her,
that's what I'm saying. The eyes,
worth 1,000 words, right? But nothing happens really at that spot, which is fine.
Yeah.
And I know you guys have seen the behind the scenes when Don Shanks, what do you want me to do in that moment? And he's like, can you give me something angry? So he did the eyes and he said, focus on my hands. So that's when he starts gripping like he's angry.
Grinding the wheel.
Yeah. Very effective. A good scene. I'll give it that.
Very nice.
The OG curse mask.
Ooh, this is where it gets interesting, folks.
Yeah. I always liked this mask. I thought it was a good return to an attempt of the OG mask. Albeit it does have some flaws, but I'd give this I'll give it a 7.
That's a nice score, man.
I'll give it a 7.
This Marco is pretty brutal. He's pretty not forgiving. He takes any opportunity to kill. Man, this mask was pretty scary. And you still got the darkness of the eyes. That you got back. The darkness is still there in this mask. Man, I got to give this. I love this one. 7. I'm going to give this one a 7.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I think about 7s across the board. What do you say, Brady?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. This mask, there's one spot. It's one of the few times where a mask looks great in the daytime when he kills Kim Darby in the sheets.
Yeah,
that shot with that mask looks great, and the eyes are hidden pretty well. This is one of the scenes where I guess a little bit you could see him a bit more, and maybe when he kills the brother in the shower, you see his eyes a bit. But
yeah,
7.
I love how it's kind of got like this pasty. It's not as white as the 4 mask, but it's kind of got like this grayish pasty, like painted on look. And it looks pretty demented to me. It looks pretty badass.
Those lips too, right? I'm thinking like he pasted them white like Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah. Like Wild Bill.
Sorry. I don't know why I thought of that.
Puts a lotion on his screen.
But yeah, the who had mentioned? Stefan mentioned the ears. The ears are a little bit too big. They should have been pinned back a little bit more. But the ears are almost like Alfred A. Newman ears. They could have just pinned them back a little bit more. But yeah, a great mask overall. Very effective. Rest in peace, George P. Did a nice job.
Tots made a real good mask for this one too.
They did. It's one of the better ones. Yes, they did.
I should have got
absolutely.
There it is. The H2O curse mask, which they should have just stayed with this mask.
That mask should have been it. Yes. Yep.
And I would not have been mad about that. I would not have been mad.
No, it would have been much better than what we got, because this is where we're going to go off a little bit off the rails with the mishmash of masks in this movie. But
the next one, right?
yeah, the next one. I would give this a solid 8. I thought this would have been a great mask. It would have had a lot of potential to really be effective in this movie.
Yeah, I think our watch along that we did was a week or 2 weeks ago, really highlighted the fact for me that I really like this mask, and that if I'm gonna rate it the same as the one that I did the mask before. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 because this one has so much potential and they freaked it up. So I'm going 7.
Yeah, this is a solid 7 mask too. And now I'm thinking about it. Is she Nancy Stevens? Is she one of the only characters that's died like more than once in the Halloween series besides like Michael, I guess? But
Laurie?
I don't know why I thought of that. It just now I'm like, oh man.
I think she's the only one that died twice.
Twice, yeah. Or he's
Because
only in Resurrection.
she only dies in Resurrection.
Damn, there goes a good trivia question. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, yeah.
Well, no, because
was your
part
favorite?
2, Loomis doesn't die in 2. He comes back. He retconned it. He come back. Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you would be, huh?
Well, because you're talking different universes too. If we're doing that, shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
No, that's a great question. That's a hell of a question. Shit.
Yeah, she was born. It was strictly fan service.
It is for Dr. Loomis.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah, this is for Dr. Loomis. All right, let's get in. Let's dive into the H2O mask debacle and go with
fuck.
Ta-da!
Oh god.
the
What the
CGI
hell?
mask, which at the beginning of this stream was getting some love.
Yuck.
It's like,
Hey, but do you see how they try to do like the outlines and shit? Like that shit is funny. That shit is that's fucking comical.
God,
And if you're doing a CGI
so
mask, why did you
fucking
make it? Why
bizarre.
did you put eyes in there? Why don't you just make it two black circles?
Seriously.
God, awful.
Oh, Stefan's coming at you.
Why don't we mention the? Oh, you know what? Because I was thinking like Myers characters.
Fuck, or even the Eric Preston Myers mask in H4 too. I guess you could do a lot of different things too.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, I tried. Sorry, I tried to put as much into this as I.
Yeah, we're
remember.
just having fun chatting.
All right, that one's a 10 for me, Stefan. So we'll give you a rating for that one. 10.
Which
There
one?
you go.
The Jamie mask. 10.
The Jamie mask.
I'll give it a
of course.
10 too.
It's
I'm
on
with
his
you.
arm, for Christ's sake. Of course, it's a 10.
Exactly, it's a 10.
CGI mask 0.0.
Fucking negative fucking 1,000. The hell out of here.
Yeah, this is a 0 at its finest.
Yeah,
They could have put the H5 mask on him. I would have felt better.
seriously.
They
Could
could
have
have
been Tramer mask.
They literally could have just done anything else. They couldn't even have show the back of his head, for Christ's sake. Why the fuck?
Fuck, have him put the brute mask on.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this? Like cover his face with a fucking arm or something. Like do something. What the hell is that?
This was not necessary.
Caca. This fucking K and B shit.
A and B mask, where he's got like this little stubby nose. And he looks constipated, and he's got a double chin, so he's obviously heavier.
It's got a pissed face. That's like the one thing that was kind of like, that's kind of cool, but that's about it.
He's had his eyebrows plucked. Real nice. Real pretty.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't see his eyes. The eye holes are like way too big.
Well, and Pat, you took that shot. That's the shot, as I think most of us know. That's from the teaser trailer, that shot right there, because then the other mask I'm sure Pat's going to show is the mask they used in the film.
Mm-hmm. It looks like he's wearing, you know, those glasses that don't have the side things. They're just like they sit on your nose.
Oh, like when you're going to like the suntan?
Yeah. It looks like he's wearing little glasses or something.
Right. Yeah, the tanning things.
Look at that nose, too. What's going on with that nose?
That's what I'm saying. It's like this stubby little nose, and it looks like he's got like a double chin.
I'd actually prefer the 5 nose over that one. That nose is pretty bad.
This would be like the mask I'd have to wear: the stubby little nose and the double chin.
Oh man.
1 out of 10. I'll give it a 1, just for one for effort.
A 0. Get a 0 from me.
I'm gonna give this a 1. Yes, a 1. It's getting something because I'll tell you something. I would have been more happy. I would have been happier if they would have used that mask the entire time as opposed to all different masks. That's my problem.
Right, a little bit of consistency.
The mask sucks. Let's have the consistency. Is my point.
Absolutely.
So
exactly.
You can even kind of like in this image, you can kind of see the eyes and the left eye right there.
Very little.
I wonder if it's a mesh or if it's like they blacked it out with paint. I wonder. It looks like mesh. What do you think? Because you can see the eye.
Look emotionless. Exactly, Stefan. The eyebrows make it. They make it look like he's mad, like he's pissed, like like somebody just cut him in line.
they should have raised one like The Rock.
The fucking people's eyebrow. Oh my god.
Oh good God.
There's the OG. This one looks like he just woke up from a heavy night of drinking. He looks hungover and his hair's all sticking up, and he's like,
eyes. You see the eyes, man. Sorry, that's a big point for me. Sorry.
Who thought that was a good idea? Man, that is just pitiful.
Yeah,
it looks like he just got a haircut. Like it's horrible. It's atrocious.
Yeah, this is like the punk rock version. His hair is all teased up and everything. I'll give it a 3 for when I saw this movie for making me laugh. It made me laugh, so I'll give you a 3.
The collar is not closed all the way. You
Yep.
can see, his eyes. You see the whitening around his eyes. The hair. The mask is not. You know how in the OG first one it has kind of like the outlines of the cheekbones and all that. This
Right.
mask has none of that.
Nothing.
There's no characteristics.
There's
There's nothing to this mask. It's just boring, and I hate it. So 4. I'll give it a 4. I hate it.
One. That's it.
One.
No
It looks like a ventriloquist dummy.
Seriously.
Yeah. He does look like he had a long night of binging or something.
He does.
He's on a bender,
Yeah, like he's like, oh man, I've looked like that back when I had hair on a heavy night of drinking.
The other Michael's in charge. I'm going on a bend. Oh, good lord! Looks like he's erection Meyer there.
You know what?
This mask wouldn't be so bad if
Nice.
they made it a little bit bigger so it wouldn't be so form fit into his face so he can have the black eyes, because this wouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, at least put some black paint on there. Do something to the eyes, man, because it wouldn't have been half bad. The nose isn't that bad. The eyebrows, everything looks pretty decent.
Everything
Just
looks good in
eyes.
this. Yeah, it wouldn't have been so bad. The eyes are just absolutely killing it. And the easiest way to do it is just make the mask bigger. It's very form fitting.
In all fairness, too, that shot too was when he got hit in the nuts. I'm like, oh man, don't show his eyes.
Yeah, no, but you want to kick him in the ball right ahead. But I don't want to see his eyes bulge out. Come on, he's getting. Nobody wants to know about his nad.
Like, how dare you do that to me?
He's like, do you know who I am? I don't even need these. I don't use
There's a lot of scarring down there. Don't do that.
Yeah, this one could have got. This could have very well been a better same thing where a lot of possibilities, and they just really didn't do much with it. I'm with Stefan on this one. I'd give it a 3, just for what it could have been. Viagra Myers. Well, she kicked him pretty hard. I don't think he was going to be even with Viagra. Who knows? I think she broke his dick.
I think I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go 4. Go
4. Okay.
Yeah. Go 4.
Wait, what's so say Brady?
Going 2.
Dosaki?
2. That's it. Yeah, if they would have hit the eyes a little bit more, I would have given it a 3, maybe a 4.
Yeah, there was a lot of possibilities, and they just fell short.
What could have been?
Oh, good God!
This fucking thing.
The OG, the metrosexual Myers mask.
Well, you know what? Hold on. I take my last statement back, because look, this mask with the eyes colored in still looks like shit.
Yeah, it looks like he's got black eyeliner on, like he's goth.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a zombie version of Lou Reed.
Seriously, it's horrible.
This Michael Myers is what like Rocky was in Rocky 5. This is ridiculous. Get this out of here.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, and the collar's all flared out like he's the Fonz and shit. Like I hate it. Fucking hate it.
It just looks, it's the Metro. It's too plasticky. It just doesn't. What the hell?
He looks like the droopy dog. You know that the cartoon, the droopy dog. Okay, that's what he looks like.
Oh yeah, the droopy, like the bloodhound look.
Yeah, call this the bloodhound mask.
He's a bloodhound.
That's right, droopy dog. That's right. I forgot about droopy. Holy shit.
Fucking and look, you see where the lips are right here, where the mouth is. It's got the little dimples right here. What are those? The little dimples by the mouth? That's so unnecessary.
Yeah, look at what the side of his mouth right there. It looks like he's just maybe that's what you're talking about, Joe. Sorry.
And look at the distance from the top of his lips to his nose.
But we talked about it when we watched this the other night. The shot where you first see him out in the forest getting ready to come into the sanitarium. That's a great shot, though.
Yes, it is. Yes, you're right.
Possibilities, but they've all fallen short. I'm going to give the metrosexual Myers mask a good solid 1.5.
I'll give it a 1. No, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do 1. 1.
I'm going to give it, 1.5 sounds good. I'm going to give it an extra 0.5 because of the beginning.
That's right, exactly. Yep. For that scene. And the next one is, and I'm sure it's everybody's favorite. They put it all on their Christmas list.
Oh my!
I'm supposed to be Michael.
Hey, this is the get the fuck out of Dodge mask. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
I was really hoping he was going to be at age 45 now. I was bummed.
Oh, your shit ain't working right in there.
He said, "Scoot, skedaddle."
I do like he knocks on Michael's head though. You got anything going on there?
He's like, "Hey, yo, Mikey, happy fucking Halloween." Oh my god!
The worst movie of the franchise. I am sorry.
Like all the quotable
Bar
trick or
none.
treat, mother sucker, all that.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Oh man.
All right, so this is almost like probably the
Sorry,
like a Ruby's mask, like the ones they sell in Walmart version
Yeah.
of Michael Myers. So this is I will give this a 1 just because it makes me laugh.
I just because of his everything he said while wearing that mask. It was pretty fucking funny. So I got to give this a 3. I just get the fuck out of Dodge. All that shit is just classic. It's timeless. That's
Yeah, the humor in it gives it
Yeah.
a 1 for me. It gives it a 1. You get that little humor. And actually, with the
Wish
darkness of the Myers mask in that scene, Myers mask looks pretty good in the dark there in that scene too.
oh
So,
man.
It does, yeah. When he comes up from behind, the way it's lit, it actually does look decent, right?
I
So,
don't
yeah.
find it funny at all.
All
Yeah,
I
right.
just like when he knocks on his head though. It's just funny.
I was like, "What's wrong? Your shit ain't working right in there." He said, "Michael, it's like seriously, dude, come on." All right, so let's move on to
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Farrick with
The
the
widow,
young
baby.
Collegeville clown mask.
Wow. Well, the fact that he done this and he had a pretty brutal kill with it on the first kill, got to give it some props, man. I got to give it some love. So I got to give it a 7. I really dig this mask.
I'm with
I
you,
like-
Joe. I'd give it a 7.
I
I think it was a very effective scene with this mask. The mask was cool. And this thing is, I had so many different Collegeville costumes. Me and my brother as a kid, and my cousins, and I could have very well had one of these clown freaking costumes. I think I wore 1 or 2, but I hated clowns. They always creeped me out, even as a kid. But yeah, very creepy.
I think it's one of the better points of the Rob Zombie movie. I give it an 8. I think it's very effective how they used it. And 8, man.
Yeah,
Good,
he
good creepy.
John Wayne
yeah, I love the
Gacy, yeah.
fact that he used that mask to kind of get away from reality, so to speak. You know, especially when he was taking that abuse in the beginning from what's his name? That mask was his escape. You know,
Ronnie
and
White.
there was that sinister shit that was behind that mask is when he put that mask on. You know, he was able to kind of do the things that he felt he wanted to do inside. So
Yeah.
What's the matter? You jealous of your daughter's ass?
Yeah. So,
Are they-
Yeah, that's a good mask.
Is Tots making one of these? I couldn't remember. I don't think they are, right? Or are they?
I wish they did.
I don't know. I know they would come out the zombie masks, but did they? I don't remember seeing this. Maybe this might be a little bit harder because it's. I guess the licensing they would have to get. I guess from Zombie or I guess from Dimension, or what is it, Miramax? This is a Collegeville mask, so I don't know if they have to get the rights. I don't even know if Collegeville even exists anymore.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
No, this is great. So you have to put, this mask and the very first clown mask on par with each other. I think they're both really good. Both.
Yeah.
Both
Really-
very good. I look at it like I guess if I had to choose one, I guess I'd probably choose this one. But I hate doing that because it's to me the other masks, the normal the regular masks, the
Oh, I just realized I
Shatner
forgot one
masks are
too.
a bit more important.
Son of a bitch! I just realized I forgot one. So it would
Which one?
have been next. Would have been Daig when he's killing Judith when he's actually wearing the OG mask.
Oh, the oversized mask.
The
Oh,
oversized mask
before
on
it
his head.
ages. Yeah.
Before it ages, I would give that a solid 8. I thought that was creepy as
that
hell.
before it aged, I'm gonna give that a 9. I love that mask.
Well, I'm just in that specific scene. Yeah, that was just great. I
Yeah.
give that a solid 8. That's I forgot about that. I'm just thinking because I'm remembering some of the ones that I didn't put in, and that was one
No,
of them.
but that
8
counts though.
for
That
sure.
counts. Yeah, that
8 for
counts. That's a mask right there.
Because I know it's not next because I just realized I forgot that one. But I think we'll move along to. I call this the Texas Chainsaw Massacre style asylum mask.
Oh, that's so
Ed
cool.
Gein
man.
mask.
So this is Daig, right before he got big.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, I love
Yeah.
this shit. This shit is fucking scary. Leatherface-esque, like you said.
Forrest Gump.
Fuck, man, you don't see it for that long, but I got to give it an 8, man. That shit's scary. Look at that
Yeah,
shit.
some crazy shit. I give it. I'm with Stefan. I'd probably give it a 6.
I'm going to 6 on this. Yeah.
Nice tits. Yeah, Judith from the other. What the hell? Hannah Hall. She had nice little,
guess-
nice little knobs.
Pat, I'm going to be surprised. I'd assume you have the orange one here, but I'll let you go next. So,
Oh yeah,
thank God. Okay.
there it is.
This was I was very underwhelming, but the way they portrayed it with the hair over his face, and he's just like, this is where he just slips into like that mode where he's just losing reality, and it's very effective. It looks freaking creepy as hell. So I'd give it a 6 because I think it's effective. It's creepy as all hell.
Man, I'm
You
going
can tell it's
8
just like a newspaper too. You can tell because it's like
Paper
newspaper,
mache, right?
Paper mache,
Yeah, I'm going 8 all day again, just like that last one. I think anything where someone makes their own mask, it looks creepy as hell. You know, a lot of thought went into making it, and he looks scary. So 8 all day.
6.5. 6.5. The other orange, I'm sure, is coming. Sorry.
I was good to you, Mikey.
Oh, look at this
Oh.
one. Shit, that's right. We got all these masks when he's in the institute. Yeah.
Mhm. And the only other one I
see you anymore, Michael. I'm sorry.
only other one I forgot because I heard the dogs upstairs beating the shit out of each other, and I walked away, and I was in the middle of putting it up here, but it's the one where it's just a black mask to hide my ugliness, and I forgot to put that one up here.
Oh,
It was
that's
basically
right.
just a piece of paper with him colored it black. That's the one I know I did miss.
That's right.
What did he say? What does Loomis say here? I've been with you longer than my 3 wives or whatever, something like that, right?
Yeah, he's like we've been together longer than my
2
first 2
wives,
marriages
maybe.
or something like that. Yeah, looks like Nacho Libre.
Yeah. Not Joe. Yes.
That's cool. No,
This
one-
is creepy. I'd give this a 6 because it's creepy. His attempt at doing like a clown mask, so it's reverting back to his child.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one just because, it looks weird. I'm gonna give it a 6.
We're gonna stick with 6s on this one. Absolutely. It's just
6 across the board.
meh, meh.
Meh, meh, eh. And what do we have next? But
Yeah.
Oh,
good
yeah.
shit.
this is a cool
Good.
mask.
Good shit, man.
Oh yeah, that's good.
This was really good. I'd give this an 8.
Man, this is. I wish they would come out with a trick or treat mask or something like that with this mask.
They had this out. They put one out of this a couple of years ago.
Did they?
There was 2 versions of it. Spirit Halloween did their own version. I had it, and who the hell was the other one from?
NECA's 18-inch. You could switch the heads to this one or the.
There was 2
regular
versions
mask.
of this that they did put out. One of them was just the mask itself, but the other version actually had the long hair attached to it too.
Oh, I don't have that out.
You know what? I'm looking for this shit on eBay right now.
Yeah, I had both of them, but like I said, when I sold all my zombie stuff off, that stuff went with it. But yeah, I always liked this one. I give this a solid 8. I always thought it was creepy as all hell.
Yeah,
8.
8's good. 8's good. Yeah, Joe, look for. Well, the NECA's expensive, right? The 18-inch one, Pat, right?
This
Yeah.
motherfucker- They have one right here on eBay that it looks like this with just a strap. It's $100, dude.
That's the Spirit Halloween one. It was just branded from Spirit Halloween.
He said strap.
Strap on.
$100, man. That's nice.
But yeah, so besides that, we're going to OG. Oh wait, did I not put the regular? Oh, I forgot. I must have. Like I said, I got pulled aside. Yeah, the OG zombie mask. I must have forgot to upload that one too. The OG zombie mask. That's a 9 all day.
Oh yeah.
The Myers mask.
Yeah, 9. I'd give it a 9 for sure.
Yeah,
Same
so
here.
I would jump to H2. I didn't realize I didn't load that one up to, but that'll definitely be a solid 9. They really did a nice job on that. And even this, the OG H2 mask, where it looks like where he got shot in the head. It's all brutal, bloody. I'd give this an 8.
Well,
I like it.
oh man, is there one more after this? The one that's like is almost gone. Like half of this one?
I would count
Okay.
almost as this one. The one half gone. It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous. But
This is a step before that because I hate that one.
Yeah,
This
this is the one
one-
I like.
Yeah, I give this one a 7. Fuck it, 7.
because it's pretty much like the other one, just more beat up. I give it an 8. I like it. I dig it.
It's not bad. 10 out of
There you
10. Ah.
Hey, that's okay. There's a lot of people that love this RZH2, and hey, I don't fault you for it, man. You like it, you like it.
Oh,
There it
good
is,
God.
the torn away one. This one, yeah.
I
not a
love the
fan of
look
this.
if you didn't tear apart of that mask, because I thought the hood stuff was cool for a change. A lot of people don't, but
Yeah, the Hobo Myers look I didn't mind. I just didn't like the whole piece of the mask missing. Obviously, it was that friggin' stripper that pulled it apart when he was smashing her fucking head in.
I would have liked it more if it had more like he was like damaged, like blood, dirt, like they wasn't just clean. A lot of that.
His face is very clean looking.
Yeah, it was too clean. I was like, why wouldn't you dirty that shit up? He's been fucking funkadelic for how long, killing people. No
and he
sweat.
smells like shit.
Yeah, like why? It's too clean, man. If it was dirty, it probably would have been passable.
Yeah, zombie masks. They did a real nice job. Who made them the zombie masks for
That's a good
the
question.
movies? I know who the hell was the effects guy. Did the effects guy do it? Shit, I'm drawing a blank on that effects guy.
Now, you guys or anybody in the chat room, what are the dates on the Tots mask coming out for these? I don't even know.
I think they're over the summer. I thought that's what I originally read. Unfortunately, I get a pass because I don't collect the zombie stuff. Nothing wrong with it, but I sold it off years ago. So that is all money that I don't have to worry about laying out. So keep putting zombie stuff out. It's okay.
There was just so little merchandise at that time for the second one, which was shocking. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And what do we have for next? The OG 2018 Myers mask.
fuck yeah.
That we really got to like talk about it because we already know what we were gonna say. We already knew.
Christopher Nelson, he just hit it out of the park. So it's easy a 10.
10.
10.
Yeah, not much more to say about it. It's definitely a 10.
It brought back all the elements from the first one that we love so much. Even in broad daylight, when he's putting that bitch on, when he pulls it out the trunk and he's putting that shit on, it was fucking amazing. So
Yeah, I think he did right with the aging process. I think the aging process was done just to a T. If I were to guess something like that 40 years later, that's what I think it would look like.
Yeah, I love it. I just a great look.
Minus what the real one looks like.
The Kills mask, I like the Kills mask with the burn look. It's realistic that he would have it would come on, that shit would have definitely, especially for the age. You got to remember it was 40 years old, so it would have been very pliable to begin with. And then he's in that burning basement.
yeah.
I was actually expected to be even more melted than it was, but I guess you didn't want to lose too much of the features. I'd give this 8.5.
Yeah, he was a brutal bastard coming out of that fucking burning house. Yeah, before it gets shitty, so I'm gonna give this one a 9. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot too. I give it a solid 9. Solid 9.
I can't wait to get the trick or treat figure because I love it that much. Look at that.
It's badass. Sorry, it's badass to me.
The movie, yeah, the trick or treat mask, I wasn't a fan of.
Because they all look different, right?
They all look different. They're not even close to being the same.
Yeah, I like this. Albeit the trick or treat versions, the first batch that came out was a little. It sort of looked like like it was like fresh off like a bukkake film. All that white stuff on the side just didn't look kosher. But the later versions look a lot better. It's like somebody must have said something like, "Look, dude, this isn't porn. This isn't porn, Myers."
I would have just fucking bought a fucking Kills mask and just burned it myself.
A lot of people did that. Yeah, a lot of people just made their own.
I
So
bought mine from Matt Art's Halloween Daily News. I was happy with mine.
I give it an 8.5.
It's just funny, like, I get the whole creative aspect. Like, what can we do to make it different? Because we obviously got to sell this shit. So let's add some mold to it. All right, fine. You win. All right.
9.
Hey, you know what that means in German, right?
I should
No.
know that.
No.
Oh no.
Nine.
Next. Oh, let's see about this one.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I love it. I love this shit. 7. Fuck it. 7. I love it.
7 here. Gonna get one for H45 if he's there. I want him to sign one.
Yep.
This was a good creepy mask. Shout out Christopher Nelson for coming up with this. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. I'm with you guys. I think it's definitely creepy as all hell.
And not to get freaky or anything, it's a good his and hers gift for the household. Let's put it that way.
Oh. Oh.
Just throwing that out there. A little pissy, little black cat action. Doggy. That looks pretty badass.
They did different masks. I guess they did, huh? Okay.
Well, you know what? Technically, because I don't know as much behind the scenes of HNs, this is supposedly Corey killing the girl that was trapped underneath the fence at the scrapyard. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Was Rowan Campbell at any time actually in the scenes, or was it somebody else through the movie? Was it James Jude Courtney? I honestly don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, obviously, the unmasking parts, you know it's Corey, but the Corey kills, was it like here? Was it him? Was it
if
him?
I were to
Was it
guess,
him killing the disc jockey? Was it him?
wouldn't you think it would be, just for the mere fact, because a lot of those shots are pretty up close to where you can't even freaking tell. Maybe at the junkyard, the one spot at the junkyard here, but I don't know.
I don't know. That's a
Yeah,
good
so I
question.
forgot to throw it up there because I'm like, oh, this is the Corey mask because it's technically not Myers.
I don't know. I'm gonna give this one a 5, just because if it is him under there, it kills the effect for me.
I
Yeah,
like the
I'll go with
setup. I go with a 7.
No, I'll meet you guys in the middle. I'll give it a 6 because it does look menacing. It looks creepy. It just kind of blows if you realize it's really not Myers underneath there.
Let me see what your next one is, because I'm
That's
curious
it.
about- You know what?
Do
Hold
the
on.
cat mask? Oh.
You didn't do the flashback?
Oh shit, that too.
Well, you know,
Dude, Andy Matichek with that cat
Oh,
mask.
yeah.
She was incredibly sexy with that mask on.
well, you know,
Yeah.
because this was supposed to be like technically Myers.
Yes, you're right.
Myers
I'm
mask, so-
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting upset.
But no, that was a big calculation on my part too. Like I said, I was putting this together in a rush, and I did forget the flashback mask.
Flashback rocks
Good call,
ass.
Joe.
Flashback rocks ass.
Is it him or not?
And we
don't
do
know.
know they're not going to do a flashback mask. What was it? Chris Nelson said that one of the
Yeah, they're not going to do one. I'd give that a 9 out of 10. I like it, but it looked a little bit too new. If you understand,
It looked like a new car. It looked like a brand new car.
Yeah. Like the Myers was like the old used car you bought, that mask. And then when they did the flashback, it's like that's what it looked like when you bought it.
Yeah.
It looked funny when the deputy was punching him with those quick shots to the ribs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9 too, because it's close up there. Because when you saw it, you bought into it. The flashback scenes are some of the best parts of that movie, and it really
Yes.
was good. So 9 all day.
Easy.
Little shy of being perfect.
Did I hear a 9er in there? I'm going to go with a 9.
I'm gonna go with a 9er.
9er.
Oh god.
And
I make car parts for the working man.
so what I
Oh,
also did,
God.
aside from just doing this, because I thought this would be a cool, fun exercise. My apologies on a few that I missed.
I got a Michael Myers next to me on the bottom each spot. Look at that. That's cool.
But we have, if you go
Next
by
to-
the movies, we have 12 movies because we're excluding H3 simply because it's not Myers.
Mhm.
So if you rank the overall mask for each movie, the one that's usually identified with that specific movie, if we go from 12 to 1, I mean, I'm sure we all know what number 1 is, but for shits and giggles, let's go number 12. My number 12 at the bottom of the list is number 5, part 5.
Oh wow.
I had to do it.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
I had to do it.
Ain't gonna do it.
What about well, go clockwise. What say you, Joe?
My least favorite mask is it's gonna have to be from H2O. H2O.
So we're talking 12, right? We're going from 12 down.
Yeah, we were just specifically talking about Myers masks. Oh, not this, the walkie-talkie. I was what was it? You was talking about the Silver Shamrock masks. We can rank them when we're done just for shits and giggles.
Yeah,
'Cause it's not
absolutely.
something we
That
do.
sounds like
Yeah, because
fun.
I love them. I don't dislike them by no means. It's one of my favorite movies. I just figured since we were going with Myers masks, what say you, Brady?
I'm with Stefan. Number 12 is that resurrection mask. Oh God, get it out of here.
The
Oh.
abortion mask. Yeah, I didn't put it at the bottom of the list because I simply thought there were some scenes where it was effective. It looked kind of cool, and it's one of those things that mask looks really good if you don't look at it close up.
Yes.
Mm.
All right, so my number 11 was Resurrection. I figure I didn't put it all the way at the bottom just because I was thinking overall appearance of a mask, and the one every time I see the H5 mask, as much as I do like that movie, like I said, it's a guilty pleasure of mine, and it does look creepy at certain points. I just always see Greg Nicotero. To me, it just looks like his face. It doesn't look like Myers.
Yeah.
So my number 11, Halloween Abortion.
Nice. Yeah, my 11 is Resurrection as well.
I tried to do these rankings based on how they were utilized, obviously, in the movies, and I got to do H2O just because the chaos with the masks in the movie. It's just
Right.
not good. H2O.
I think we're all having
number
the
11.
same ones at the bottom, and it might just be tweaked into different ones because my next one would be H2O. Yes, for the debacle of everything that's going on behind the scenes with all the different masks. That would be my number 10.
10, right?
What about you?
Number 10 for me is Rob Zombie H2. Number 10, trash. Yeah, it's a toughie. Just that whole the half fucking mask look. No good for me. No good.
Number 10, Halloween 4. I'm sorry, I have it way down there. It's a better movie than Mask. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you too. Yeah, I think we're all in the same ballpark here because my number 9 is Rob Zombie H2. I think we're all just got them. I got bottom 5. I think are all in the same general area. What's say you there, Mr. Moody?
So we're at 9, right? My number 9 would be H5, the alien mask.
The alien
Nick
mask.
Cage.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Nick Cage, Nicotero.
I hate it.
Yeah, I'm right there. Number 9 with Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Probably if they didn't rip half the mask off, I probably would have it ranked even a little bit better. But yeah.
If it stayed the same, if it stayed the same like that scene from when he's killing Nurse Daniels, it would have been much more effective. When the piece ripped off, just really, no. So my number 8 is Halloween 4, the Ronald McDonald mask. I'm gonna find one of the real picture scenes where he looks like Ronald McDonald, and I'm gonna get a Ronald McDonald picture and put them side by side so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Oh no! You know why you think of that? I think of that because of that Chia Pet. Remember the Chia Pet's got that look. Look like a little bit of a Ronald McDonald.
CGI mask. That damn CGI mask again.
Man, what are we at right now?
We're at 8, Joe.
8.
No, we just did 8. We just did 8. 8.
You did 8, Pat. Joe did 8.
Okay. I'm sorry. I lost.
Sorry, Pat.
I guess
just wait. I just have to do it to myself.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Sorry.
Yeah, my 8 would be this is getting tough. H6. The 6
Oh,
mask.
no shit.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Number 8, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. H1.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you, we're just one off here and there, but we're almost all in sync here because my number 7 is Rob Zombie's Halloween 1.
Wow.
Even though I think I'm a little off on 1, but that's okay.
Well, what's on the TV, Brett?
Oh, what's on the TV? I just turned on Amazon Prime, and that's why I was saying Rocky 5 before. I just hit Rocky 5.
Oh, that's what's on.
Let's see.
He's moving back into his old house.
Let's see. So we're at number. I keep
7.
Like juggling everything. Number 7 is gonna have to be Ends for me. ends.
Oh, really? Wow.
Wow,
Mhm.
you got that interesting, huh?
Mhm. Not a big fan of it.
Wow.
Here you go. This far down, number 7, Halloween 5, baby. How does that happen? I don't know. I just loved it. I don't know. It's just I just think of Nicolas Cage and just my love for the film. So, anyways,
That's awesome.
All right. And
number six, Pat.
number 6 for me would be Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. That's my number 6.
Number 6. Didn't I? Hold on. Wait.
We just did number 7, Joe.
We
Yeah,
did.
we just did 7. Yep.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we're on
okay,
6. Yeah, my
okay.
number 6 is Curse of Michael Myers.
My brain is zapped. Okay. For me, 6 would be Kills.
Wow. Okay.
Kills mask for sure.
Number 6 is Halloween 6, wherever I can get it. There it is. I'm pointing it right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Very nice.
And that daylight scene.
Awesome stuff.
Not bad. Not bad.
My number 5 would be Halloween Ends.
Shit, Pat, you and I are so damn close to these things.
Wow.
Scares me.
My number 5 is Rob Zombie 1. Rob Zombie 1 mask. The clean one. The clean
one.
Yeah.
The clean one.
Yeah.
Number 5, yeah, Halloween Ends.
What the hell?
Let's see. Let's see if me and Brady are on point for the last few. I don't know if you mentioned this one yet. I forget. So my number 4 is Kills.
Number 4 is Kills. I'm sorry, I'm just going.
What about
Sorry,
you?
Joe.
No, it's fine. My
I think
number
me and
4.
Brett are in line the rest of the way.
We are.
My number 4 is H4. All day, every day.
Oh, Ronald McDonald.
See, yeah, you got your love for 4 like I got my love for 5.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that. Michael McDonald.
for sure.
Ronald Myers.
Love it.
Stefan, number 5. This is Greg the Nicotero mask.
Hey, look at that, Stefan. Awesome, dude.
4. Yeah, he's
Very
right there
nice.
with you. So let's see if me and Brady are in line. Number 3, Halloween 2018.
Yes, Pat, I don't need to say anymore. You know we got them the same.
Yeah. I think our top 3s are all the same. So my 3 is
Yes.
18 too. By far.
2018 across the
Yes.
board. So I'm assuming number 2 was Halloween 2 across the board.
No,
Yep.
Ben Tramer mask. Sorry. Fuck
Yeah.
The Ben Trainer mask. And we know what number 1 is. I'm sorry, it's that OG mask all day long.
H1.
I was surprised doing this that you guys didn't like the Ends mask. I as much as I thought. I really enjoyed the Ends mask.
No, Enzo was number 5 for me.
It's number 7. I like it because it's different, but it's just a continuation of what they.
You had to change it somehow.
Yeah, they had to change it somehow.
Oh, so I'm assuming, Stefan, you're going to make H2 your number 1. So if you're putting Castle, which is fine. A lot of people do that. Many people that put the Warlock version up as their number 1.
You know, you hear a lot of people liking the Warlock one because it aged a bit too.
Yeah,
You had 3 years there.
it's basically it's the same mask. It's just aged a little bit. So,
and it looks fuller, and it's a different take on it, but it looks pretty badass
in a great way.
Shape.
Great way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very. I'm telling you, I said it before. I was the first one I saw in the theater, and Halloween 2. Halloween scared me when I first saw it when I was younger. But H2 scared me even more because it was just creepy as fuck the way he looked in that hospital. It was that was scary as all hell.
Oh, I was going to ask you guys that with H45, are you guys going to do one of those big group photo ops with all the Myers? I figured you guys might be doing.
I don't know, man. It might be pretty penny.
It depends on the funds. Yeah, it all depends on what the fund looks like.
Yeah, those are pretty expensive. I think when you did the big Myers one, it was a few $100.
Oh, that's not bad. I expected it to be a lot more.
Yeah.
Shit. Not bad.
Yeah, well, they're all in the. You got to figure they all got to get paid.
You gotta get a little cut of that fucking cheese.
Yeah, show me the money.
Show me the money.
So that is our ranking of the Myers masks. That was a lot of fun. I'm so glad I put all the other ones together. We had a good laugh, but a lot of those masks, it's just it just goes to show you how many variants of the mask and how people put them on and how they wear them, the different scenes. It's just crazy because and look, I even missed a few, and look how many I even had, and there was more that I missed. It's crazy how many there are.
You did a great job, man. Very good job. Very nice. I wasn't
I
expecting
aims
all
to
that.
Very
please.
good. Yes.
I was not expecting any of that. That was pretty cool, man.
Aims to please. Cool. So right now, let's move along to our movie review. This, I believe, was suggested by Big Joe. Right?
Idle hands. I don't know. I just know that I love this movie.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fun.
I
So much fun.
But it was, Devon Sawa back in the day. We can get into it. Let's do it.
Yeah. let's do
Jessica
a movie.
Alba.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Very
this was
nice.
Joe's suggestion. Good
Yeah.
suggestion too, because I had to go back and rewatch it because it's been a minute since I watched it. So I did go back and rewatch it and I laughed at it just as much as I did the first time I watched it. It's great. So you want to go, Joe?
I'm
I'll let you go
knock
first.
it out the park. Knock it out. I tell you, the movie came out in '99. Two big influences came out. This movie and then the first debut album of Slipknot came out in 1999.
No shit.
And I can remember as a kid loving to listen to Slipknot and then watching this movie. And I remember because I wasn't, I didn't do drugs growing up, but it was kind of like a stoner comedy. So my mom didn't really like me watching this kind of shit. But I just remember the movie being so fun. He kills his friends, not knowing that he killed them, or his parents first, and then his friends, and then they come back, and then he runs into Jessica Alba and all that cool stuff. And the movie was just so 90s up the ass. 90s up the ass, super fun, cool young actors that went on to kind of star in their own shit and become stars on their own. I love the premise. I love how corny and cheesy it was. And it got bad reviews, but it's still a fucking classic to me.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love it. I loved it when he fucking had to have his friend bite his hand so he can chop it off. Fucking love that scene. It's one of my favorite scenes. And then it's sharpening its fingernails or its fingers, the bones, to make it more. Fun fact, by the way. Did you know that the same guy who played the hand was the guy who played what is it?
Addams Family.
Addams Family. It's the same. Yeah, thing.
A magician, right, Joe? I think is what it was.
Something like that. And I was like, dude, that is such a cool little fun fact. So, yeah, I got to give this movie, for me personally, an 8. It's not 8 for nostalgia and just fun.
There we go. You want to go, ready?
Yeah, I saw this in the theater, and it was the year I graduated. I graduated in '99 from high school.
Oh God.
Sorry, Pat.
I got married in '99.
But I'm just going to go straight off the bat. This was the first time. Well, actually, I didn't realize it until today. Research is further. At the time, I thought it was the first time I ever saw Jessica Alba, and she's drop dead gorgeous in this movie.
Oh,
yeah.
She's beautiful
stunning in this movie.
Ditzy, but she's great.
She was in Camp Nowhere, which my sister and I used to watch all the time when she was a kid, and I didn't realize it until after the fact. But
rest in peace, Fred Willard. Yeah, the dad.
Yeah, Fred Willard's great in the beginning. You got Devon Sawa, who Final Destination fame, right? That was right around this time.
Mm-hmm.
And horror comedies, come on, who doesn't like a horror comedy? They're so much fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, how do you not? Come on.
You got Seth Green, right? Who's done so much since then now too. You got the Mighty Duck kid. I was there. Whatever. I just know he's from the Mighty Ducks. I forgot his name.
I remember he was the strong one. Can't remember.
I can't remember. What was it?
Oh my gosh. Fulton Reed. That's a character's name.
Fulton.
Yeah, Fulton Reed.
I love. I don't know. Did you guys watch it again recently or no? Was it?
Yeah, I did rewatch it the other day because I was like, I've been it's because it's such fun, and I'm like, let me rewatch it.
Do you remember the first scene the first scene you see Vivica Fox in the prison, dressed up as the nun? And
the nun
deputy's like, "Okay, sister, liquor."
Sister liquor.
Liqueur. It's liqueur.
She was a bit over top in this movie, but I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked her role. She was the one trying to figure it out on the map and
in the RV.
Hunt it down and all that shit. She was cool.
Yeah, hunting, ain't you?
The tagline, the film that gave horror movies the finger. I love that. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That was the tagline. Yeah. The one thing, upon research, did you notice something? And we're going to age 45. Those houses are in Pasadena, man. Did you see that? They're right near the Myers neighborhoods.
I did not know that, dude.
I did not know that they're there. Oh, we got to check them out.
Yes, there's the two houses are right there. So I'm like, oh god, now I got to go look for these houses.
Oh, that's
Um,
great.
Let's see,
Did
is that
not know that.
everything else I got on there? But yeah, fun movie. I could watch this nonstop over and over again. I give this a solid 8. I like it that much. It's fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm right there with you. I'll give it a solid 8 simply because it's a fun. Like I said, horror comedies are great. They're a lot of fun. I love Seth Green. Because he's like that annoying person in this, and he played like the same character when he was on that '70s show for one season. He was like he's like that. And he just has that perfect knack for being that annoying person.
Like Scott
And
Abel.
Yeah.
I just love him walking around the whole time with the bottle sticking out of his head. If you look at when he turns a certain way, you can still see there's liquid in the bottle, and the liquid does move.
Yeah.
I was like, that's great. And Nub, his buddy, gets his head cut off, and he's like, all right, no, I'll fix this, and he sticks the thing down him and just puts the head in there and duct tapes it around and everything.
Hell yeah.
And they're just so funny. It's a lot of fun. And Jessica Alba, and it's funny, same thing. I hadn't watched this in a minute, and I had forgotten, my God, how stunning she is. She's so friggin' pretty, and yeah, plays such a ditz in this.
Uh-huh.
You know,
She was so gullible. She was just so like
So gullible, yeah.
Her and all that stuff. I'm like, you really like that, you weirdo?
And the one girl that she's with, you know, when they go and they try to get through that fan.
Oh yeah.
And the one girl gets sucked right up. It's like he just splat everywhere. Yeah,
there was some cool effects.
Good kills. Some good effects, some good kills.
Good
a lot
fun
of
effects,
fun.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it was just just great. It's just a lot of fun, and I just found myself laughing again like I did back in the day. And it's funny because if you look at Devin Sawa now as you know, he's all grown up, he's almost unrecognizable. Because if you didn't know that was if somebody didn't tell you ahead of time it was him playing that role, I don't think it would. I mean, it's not in a bad way. Like, oh my God, he's horrible looking. He just doesn't look the same.
No, yeah, he's great in the new Chucky series. He's great. He's in all those different roles, but yeah, you couldn't even tell. Like I got to meet him at Frightmare last year, and he was super nice. I actually got him to sign an Idle Hands picture, and he's like, I got to talk to him about it, and he was real cool. He was like, yeah. He's like, we didn't know what we were making back then. He's like, I was young, but we had a lot of fun making it. And I was like, I'm glad you enjoyed it. He was real nice. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be real nice. He was cool.
Yeah, he was
There's
different.
a film blooper in this.
Oh, there is.
When Anton says that he's going after that fucking hand, his right hand is seen briefly. No.
Oh.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I don't think they were really worried about it as much for this movie because it wasn't like a big, like, promoted movie, you know.
No,
because it's 90s shot in the dark. You know.
Pretty much, yeah.
But
that is our review of Idle Hands. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a fun watch. It's only about an hour and a half too. It's a quick movie.
Yeah,
and
so to the point.
See a amazingly hot Jessica Alba when she's real young, and she's still just as hot today.
Yeah, she hasn't done as much recently. It doesn't seem.
No,
I know she's got a family, but.
I totally forgot about that scene when the Offspring are playing and the hand rips off the fucking lead singer's fucking scalp. Remember
that? Right.
That was a cool fucking scene too. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that, Joe, when I saw the Evil Dead movie Rise, because remember that's what happens to the girl. At
Yes.
the beginning.
I was like,
sorry,
I got that shit from fucking Idle Hands.
That's the same thing. Art the Clown rips that girl's freaking head.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's right.
That's on Prime. I almost turned that on for a second too, but I was like, if I'll turn around all the time watching it.
We're gonna get to that segment, and I did what you just said you didn't do. I did 2 hours of fucking what the hell.
It was briefly promoted. It had not done well because of the Columbine massacre. Really?
That's right. That's a note on it. They didn't promote it as much because that's when that happened. That's right, Stefan. IMDb, the trivia stuff, that's noted in there.
I remember like they were like the government was trying to like really stop this film because of all of like the brutality and all the killing and all that shit for young children. That I do remember just off the top of my head. I just remember that.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise came out around this time. It wouldn't have worked.
No fucking way. This was just to where it was starting to gain traction. Shit like this.
Very cool. And that is our review. Let us know what you think in the either after the fact or in the chat.
Or in the
Give it a
chat.
ranking. I think we're all pretty much right around the same thing, right? An 8.
A solid
yeah.
8.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Shane
a
Clark
lot of
message
fun.
here.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's definitely a lot of fun. And now this is the point of the week where we hopefully get some recommendations from each other, from everybody in the chat, everybody after the fact, on things that we've watched this week, and see let's find out what everybody watched this week. And where is it? I just put. Where the hell is my little thing here? Where is it? Where is it? What did you watch?
Very nice.
So
Very
while I
nice.
pour, who wants to, somebody can go first. While I pour myself another Demon of the Sea.
Hmm.
What do you want to do, Brady? You and me?
Did you go first, Vital Hands? I'll go first on this one. That's fine.
Okay.
Something that we've talked about kind of related to this. I watched Champions with Woody Harrelson finally. I wanted to see it really
Oh,
bad.
I remember you saying about that. How was that?
It's on Peacock. It is Roy Munson light. You know, it's got that little bit of the Roy Munson Kingpin in there. I would recommend it. It's fun. It's a good-hearted movie because you're dealing with especially needed kids in the movie. But it's I thought it was entertaining as hell. And if you guys watch Sunny in Philadelphia, Caitlin Olsen's the female lead in it. You know, the female lead from that show.
Yeah, I love that show. That show was funny as hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that show.
She's the female lead in it. And, you know, the great Ernie Hudson's in it. You know, Winston from Ghostbusters.
Hey, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But you guys,
I seen shit that make you white.
if you guys have Peacock, watch it. It's not like it's it's so amazing, but Woody Harrelson's got some good zingers in there. You get a little bit of the Kingpin is why I was happy to watch it. So I was like,
I
good
love
stuff.
that.
And I'm actually in the process because I forgot I did not watch this last season. I don't remember if you guys watched The Boys. Do you guys watch that on Amazon?
I have not seen it yet. I heard it's good.
I've heard about it, but I've not seen it.
Yeah.
Because of the brutality, there is, of course it's about superheroes, but it is, it's violent as fuck, man. The show is so good. And just about superheroes gone bad. It's a lot of fun. I didn't watch the 3rd season, and the 4th one's going to be coming on here in the next few months. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, I've watched a couple episodes of season 3 here, and it's addicting, dude. It's a binge watch. Definitely watch it. It's a lot. It's an hour an episode, but it's so much fun. It's so good.
Yeah, I've been interested. Like, I haven't been wanting to start like a new series or anything, but that one I might want to get into because I heard it's really good.
Joe, I would be surprised if you didn't like it. I really would be surprised, and I would be bummed if you didn't because I was like, we've known each other a little bit now. I think we can grasp what we would like and wouldn't like.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think you guys both would like it.
I like that actor. Was this Urban?
Carl Urban?
Something? Yeah,
cool,
I think he's great. So
he played Bones in those new Star Trek movies. He was awesome.
Exactly. Now I might have to check it out now for real.
Yeah, he's a badass in it. It's a lot of fun. And Dennis Quaid's son's in it, Jake Quaid. He was the villain in Scream 5?
Scream 5, yeah, that's right.
5.
Yeah, he's one of the main characters as well in it. So, yeah, those are the 2 things I watched.
Very nice, man.
Very cool.
I guess I'll go. I keep it
Joe.
short and sweet. I think I did get on there and watch Terrifier 2 again recently. It was more fucked up a second time around, honestly. It's a different vibe when you're watching it at home as opposed to in the theater. I got to tell you, because I was rewatching that thing and rewinding it and playing it again, and I was like, that movie's really jacked up. That movie is fucked up, but it was really good. I was like, golly, I felt like squeamish. Like I was like, ugh.
Did you get
it's just brutal.
Did you get as much of an impact watching it the second time? I would think the first time seeing it, it's like, oh man.
It's like, I guess the first time I was in such shock when I saw it, but then the second time just watching it here at home, like in the comforts of my home, I really was like, oh my gosh, like that's really fucked up. Like it was really like, ugh.
Well, Stephen, you got to see Terrifier 2. You'll love it.
It was very unsettling to say the least. But then that was what I watched. And then we watched Scream 1 and Scream 2 today, just because we were just chilling, not doing much. Yeah. Classics. And then, last night we went out and got to watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy. Part 3.
How was it?
It'll make you cry if you're a sensitive type. The girls were crying. I kind of fell asleep because that movie is 2.5 hours long.
Those Marvel movies, they gotta stop that, man.
Yeah,
they gotta slow those down a bit, or cut those.
I passed out, or somewhere around hour and 45 minutes in, I passed out and woke up to like, what's happening, and then everybody's crying. I'm like, what the fuck? What did I miss? Like,
am I in the right movie? Why is everybody
yeah,
crying?
I was like, so it was very emotional. They said goodbyes apparently the right way. But from when I watched it, the action was great, and of course the comedy and everything. So yeah, it was great. I had a good time.
Hey, you're with me. We've talked about this before. Dave Bautista is probably the best wrestler turned actor out there. Like you and I remember you and I talking about this. Like, The Rock is probably the most successful, but I don't think he holds a candle to Bautista.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you look at these movies and his involvement in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he's got to be on par, man. He's got to be, because all these like they were just in Thor: Love and Thunder. They did a cameo. Right. They're in a bunch of movies. I'm sure he's made cash, but he's better than The Rock. I'll say that shit right now. I love me some Dave Bautista over The Rock all day.
Yeah,
all day.
Yeah, I'm the same way. There's way too many Marvel Universe films. It's just. I honestly don't even watch them anymore. I just they don't interest me.
There's one coming out every week.
If you watch them and follow them, albeit my son does, he's a big Guardians of the Galaxy fans. So I just talked to him yesterday. I forgot to ask him if he went to see it or not. But I honestly don't even watch them. I'm just not really interested in them.
I thought they had good closure. Joe, you could help me with it. The last Avengers movie they made where, you had a major fatality in the movie and Thanos gets killed.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, they're still going after that.
Yeah. For me, it's all about, they're just trying to make money. It's all about phases.
Disney owns it, man.
They do these phases. I don't even know what fucking phase we're in now. But they got so much more coming. Like there's this one, the Blue Beetle, where it's the first Hispanic superhero coming out. That one's coming out. All these different types, Supergirl, Superwoman, all this shit. That's DC. Never mind. But everybody's coming out with new shit because James Gunn just took over the rights to Superman. So the same guy.
Well,
yeah.
I think a lot of us
good movies, but like Stefan, it's the same way. I have no interest because you know what? They don't give you a chance to want them. They don't give you a chance to miss them because it's just like here. And to me, it's just like, you know what? It's too many of them, so I just lost interest.
You're gonna see DC get a little comeback here with Keaton being back as Batman in this Flash movie. Everybody's really talking about it.
Yeah, I love me. That's my favorite, Michael Keaton. So that I'd probably go see.
Pat, you were talking about your stuff. We got a tangent about Marvel. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, not at all. Cool. What we're here for, just to chat away, guys.
Yeah.
What did I watch this week? Did you watch anything else? I know you said, Joe, you went to Guardians of the Galaxy, but did you anybody anything else?
No, what did I say? Terrifier 2. There's 2
Scream 1 and 2 today you watched?
Uh-huh. What else did I watch? I watched something else. But it was nothing good. Nothing good, probably.
Nothing interesting?
Nothing good.
Yeah. So this week I watched, obviously did a rewatch of Idle Hands. We recommend everybody watching it. It was a lot of fun. So, of course, I've been doing a lot of flying. So I just seeing the same shit over and over again. So actually, on one of the flights, I watched 80 for Brady.
Oh, you watched it with the women?
That was funny as hell. I enjoyed it.
Oh God, that's awesome, Pat. I would have never thought you would watch that one.
It just popped up like when the flight was starting, and it said, sometimes it highlights certain movies, and it popped up. And I'm like, you know what? I've never seen it. Let me watch it, and I thought it was pretty funny.
That's got me going. Like all the good names are taken are gonna cover Seal Magnolias. I'm still dying that they're doing that.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Oh God, I remember years ago. My wife doesn't watch this, but it was like a girl I dated years ago. She always just liked to put that on, and she'd be in tears. She used to get the biggest kick out of that movie. So
it's a good movie.
So I'm sad to say, know it very well because of that. But I watched 80 for Brady. I thought it was a fun watch. I thought it made me laugh here and there. It was kind of cool. On one of the flights, I went back to my OG and watched Dazed and Confused again because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. All right.
Sasha Jensen, baby.
Sasha Jensen, yeah. There's the Halloween connection right there.
That's right.
So I think that's all I really watched because I was just so busy this week, and those are the only ones that I remember really watching. And aside from falling asleep to the TV in the hotel room, but I think these are the only movies I watched.
Oh, we watched Chappelle Show's first season at the party last night. Sorry.
Oh, that shit is
Bigsby.
Oh, he didn't realize. Oh, that's classic.
Sorry. Anyways, Pat, I think we've talked about that one. Joe knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're saying. I love it. It's hilarious.
Oh, sorry. I just had to throw it out there. We were laughing so hard. We had that on outside with the TV. Oh,
That's funny.
Well, it's gonna be fun. It's tell you, it's gonna bring a lot of. It's gonna put a lot of asses in the seat with Keaton coming back. I'm telling you that right now. So it's a smart move on their part.
Cha-ching.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Oh, right. In the movie, yeah.
That's right.
that's
I'm trying to think about what else I watched, but
Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, I know it's more for like kids, so that's why I haven't seen it. You took your kids to see it, right, Brett?
Yeah, we loved it. I did not expect to like it as much as I did, but you got to think about it. Like that first Mario movie from the '90s. It's fun for its time, but at least they made this movie to make it connect to what Mario's been the last 30 years. So I really appreciated it. A lot of people didn't like Chris Pratt being the voice. It wasn't a problem. It was fine with him being the voice. The movie's fun. You're going to see another one. That movie is made what, close to $1 billion, probably worldwide by now. So
yeah.
That's what they do when it makes money, whether you like it or not. It made money. Let's green light another one.
Yep.
It's like they won't green light it unless it's making money.
I would recommend it. It's not like you totally have to know about what's going on with Mario games, especially, if you knew the grasp of the first Mario, yeah, you're fine,
Much like the Lego Batman series, huh?
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Those are fun too.
Oh,
those Lego Batman movies were just
they were the best.
Hysterical.
They were amazing. I love those movies.
Yeah, I don't. To me, Super Mario Brothers to me is always be the game. I don't need to see the movie. I used to love playing Super Mario Brothers and Mario Brothers. The old Nintendo days.
The best times of our lives, right there, my friend.
Yes.
Charlie
Murphy, your neighbor.
One of the five.
One of the 5 fingers set in the face.
Right.
Oh,
that is what we've watched. Let us know in the comments after the fact what you guys have been watching. Give us some ideas. Hopefully, we gave you guys some ideas on some fun stuff. That's why we like doing this, because we all like to watch movies, TV, porn, you name it. We'll watch it.
Yeah, and this Wednesday, right? A version of Rob Zombie's Halloween. No, it's Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday. A version of the Rob Zombie's Halloween.
That's right. Yeah, this Tuesday we'll be doing the Rob Zombie watch along. That's gonna be fun. So next on our agenda, this is another one, the fun one. We're gonna be doing our top 5. So let's see what we got as a top 5 for tonight.
Very nice.
And tonight we will be doing our top 5 horror filming locations to visit.
Very nice.
Some we may have visited already, but some we may not have visited already that are on our list. You guys let us know some of the ones that you've either visited or you want to visit.
I did mine off of ones to visit or that I haven't visited yet, so sorry if I confuse that matter, but it don't matter.
That's okay. I actually did a little bit of both. Ones I visited and ones I want to visit. So, however, everybody wanted to do it, and I'm sure we'll probably mention a few more just in chatting. So let's start from the bottom up. You want to go, Brady? Number 5.
Number 5, Santa Cruz, California. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The Lost Boys, where they shoot some of the Lost Boys. That's my number 5.
Wow. Very nice.
Santa Carla.
Yes.
Very nice, my friend.
That's
looking forward to checking that out sometime.
I mean, just anything associated with that film is amazing, and that would be real cool to check out, man. Just because Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, Jason Patrick, that movie is just iconic. Fucking love it.
Yeah. My number 5 is Close to Joe, and I know he's been there. I want to go to the gas station in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
Yeah.
Oh man, you'd love it, man.
Two different locations,
right?
Two different locations, but I figure I'm just going to combine them because it's the same show. But especially because of what they've done with the gas station, like the collectible shop, and they have little events there, and the house is still a restaurant, correct?
I don't think they've sold it yet. You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, how cool is that? Not only do you get to go hang out there, but it's like things that we like to do. You like to go out to a nice restaurant. Well, why not eat it where they filmed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we like to go to conventions and collectible shops. It's right there in the gas station. It's just it's an all encompassing thing that one of these days I'll get out there to see.
And the gas station too has great barbecue, so you can eat there too. It's super good.
I guess we're going there whenever we visit Joe. I'm ready.
Yes,
you guys would love it. Great choices, guys. For me, I picked one. My number 5 is just because we watched Scream. I wanted to go check out Stu's house in Scream because it was featured in the first one, and then the last one,
5
the reboot, is located there in Tomales Petulama Road in Tomales, California.
Wow!
So it's in California. So maybe we can check it out when we go out there.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I just thought about how iconic it was. You know, the end scene. You know, in part 1, which is one of my favorite things ever. So just to walk around in that house would be really cool to check out.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you got, Brady?
Number 4 is kind of like a combination of things, but once I tell you where, you'll know right away. Salt Lake City, Utah. We're talking Halloween 4, 5, and 6. There's a lot of stuff in that area to go check out. All in that area. I've never been there. That's a bucket list right there.
Damn, that sounds like fun. That sounds like something I would make a trip up there to go hang out with you guys.
You've been reading my list, young man.
We go camping or do something out there. You know what I mean?
Ended weekend or something. 4,
Fuck
5.
yeah.
Brett's been reading my list. It's going to land on this list. So my number 4, simply really for one location only because it's so iconic, and I'd love to go there with my wife because it would just scare the shit out of her. You got to go to Georgetown. You can visit the steps from The Exorcist.
Oh shit!
And the house with the house there. So that would be just a lot of fun.
Yeah, you won't catch me nowhere near that fucking place. I'll tell you that fucking much right now. Oh man. No, that fucked me up. All right. Number 4 for me, and I think this is close to you there, Patty. I remember you talked about this in the past. But I want to go check out Camp Crystal Lake from the original Friday the 13th.
Yeah, actually, what do you call it? Stefan threw that in here. Camp Nobi Bosco.
Yeah, Cunningham County, New Jersey, right?
It's actually, the town is called shit. What the hell is the name? It's not called shit. What the hell is the name of the town?
It's called shit.
Pat wants to go visit Lake Chickamauga.
I want to go to Lake Chickamauga or Dumpwater, Florida.
Yeah, that's right.
You know it.
Well, you Married with Children fans out there, where we going? We're going to Lake Chickamauga.
Jefferson with the waste dump.
Yeah, and you go to Dumpwater, Florida. And it's just like where they go to the one county. You shot the man that met Andy Griffith.
Oh my
he was
God.
he was the town celebrity. All right, we're off on a tangent there, but
my bad.
yeah. So I've been there. Camp Nobi Bosco is in Hope, New Jersey. It's an active Boy Scout camp, and I used to go camping there with my son because it's only about 40 minutes away. Right, I think.
Oh, nice.
And every time I went there, I could never get one of the original cabins. I was like a cabin over from the original ones, and I'd be over there checking out the other cabins and these other douchebags, and they didn't give a crap about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we didn't know that. Like, don't tell the kids.
That's hilarious.
But I actually have some pictures somewhere because I took them when we were camping there of some of the cabins. But and they do tours. And you can stay there, and they usually do them either real early in spring or in the fall because all during summer it's an active scout camp. But it's a lot of fun. You should come out here, Joe. Go visit. Yeah.
Dude, that would be. I remember we talked about it before, and it just sounds like so much like just camping, and it would just be cool to be in that ambiance. You know that.
Oh yeah,
and it really does look the same. A lot of the cabins, everything is hasn't changed too much. Believe it or not.
Wow. What are we at? Number 3. Well, this might be. I know it's probably on Pat's. So we'll see if it's on Joe's. Got to go to Estes Park, Colorado, to check out this Shining Hotel.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
Freddie's been looking at my list.
Right.
There's great breweries up towards that way in Colorado, so it's like I can't believe I haven't gone there yet.
It's a stoner city out there too.
Fuck yeah,
get contact highs.
So yeah, that's my number 3.
Very
nice. My number 3 is the Stanley Hotel.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. So
he's been copying my homework.
So here's the deal. So my number 3 is that as well. But here's a twist to it. Because fun fact, me and MB, when we first started dating, That was our very first trip together. We drove from San Antonio all the way to Estes Park.
Really?
And we stayed at the Stanley. No, we didn't stay at the Stanley. We stayed at a little hotel, but then we toured the Stanley and did all that fun stuff out there. And it was amazing, guys. But to twist it a little bit, I want to go where they actually shot the film in the Timberline Lodge in North Oregon. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, that's the interiors, right?
Yes, yes. So I would really love to go check that shit out because I love that movie so much.
If we go to Oregon, we go to Last Blockbuster.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
That's right. That's cool, man.
Look, been there in Colorado, and yes, with edibles. It was funny in New Jersey, because I work in Jersey, and it's legal in Jersey now. Believe it or not, it's not legal in Pennsylvania, but it's legal in Jersey. So I was passing by, and they have the Bud Bus. Do you have those out by you guys?
The Bud
Bus? Well, it's not legal in Texas. Am I right, Joe? Pot?
No, it's not. No.
Is it legal in Michigan? I mean, Illinois, rather. Is it?
It is
legal?
now. Yeah.
You guys have the Bud Bus. It's a pot bus that drives around. It's almost like a hot dog cart.
No,
they sell edibles and all sorts of shit.
I haven't seen the bus like that. That's kind of wild.
The Bud Bus. Yeah, unreal.
Bus.
It's gonna. I passed by like, oh god, a Bud Bus. This is where we're coming to. So yeah, my number 3 was The Shining. So my number 2 was what Brady said before. I want to go out to Salt Lake City and check out all the Halloween locations out in Salt Lake City.
Very nice. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Go see the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. Go see the Mormons.
Any jazz fans out there?
Say you there, Joe?
Man, so this is where it gets tough for me. So, all right. I would love to go check out Dr. Frankenfurter's mansion from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, contemplating that. Yeah.
In the UK. That would be surreal to fucking step foot in that place.
Wow, I didn't even think of that, and I love my Rocky Horror. That's a good call, Joe. That totally flew under the radar for me.
I forgot about overseas. Damn it.
Yeah, me too. Look at Joe. Joe
slaughtered lamb. Damn it.
We're getting all international on our ass.
Just think about it like that. Imagine how cool it would be to go and just stay there if they allowed it. I don't know if they do, but
I know that that guy from what the hell is it? The Myers House, North Carolina. He does that on-set cinema. Yep. Where you pay to go watch movies where they filmed them. He did one where you could go to the castle in England and watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show and tour the castle.
No shit. Oh, that would be just.
I would love to have gone to that, but I'm like, I don't have the money for it right now. And I know, from what I understand, I think it sold out like instantly.
Oh, dude, you fucking kid, that's a trip of a lifetime, dude.
And we should hook up with that, Brett, all 3 of us, because he does them a lot. Where he goes to Salt Lake City and does H6.
Yeah, he's done some of that. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Or he'll do H4 at the gas station, the Penny's gas station. So he does a lot of them out there.
Dude, that would be a good spot to. We're gonna have to talk about that after.
Hey, look what my neighbor said. He's funny. It's funny.
It's true, and that's exactly what it was like. It's like an ice cream truck that sells friggin' weed. I was just like, this is hysterical. Am I like in an alternate univerce?
Stefan put down the Bates Motel. As far as I know, Universal City tore it down, right? The Bates Motel. Unless they brought it back for the show, but
what was that?
The Bates Motel. I knew they had a Universal City, and then they tore it down.
Yeah, right.
So
what are we at? Are we at number 2? Is that where we're at?
My number 2 was Salt Lake City. So Joe,
did you go number 2? Yeah.
I thought I did. No, I didn't go. Oh no, okay, I did not. Okay. My number 2 is wow, man, this was a tough one. I'm a big fan of the movie, so the Poltergeist house. In Simi Valley, California. Yeah. I hold this movie in high regard. So that house, man, where this house is clear, all that shit.
House is clean.
That to me it would be fucking trippy to fucking check out.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That was an honorable mention for me. So
yeah, imagine the fucking bedroom, like walking up in there and shit, like
oh yeah, we'll do some honorable mentions after this because there's a lot of places we left on the table.
Yeah,
Fuck.
But
Poltergeist.
definitely, that'd be cool as hell, man.
Fuck yeah.
You only move the stones.
Well, you're my number 2 is out towards Pat's neck of the woods because it's a hotel now. Buffalo Bill's house, Silence of the Lambs, baby. Want to go really bad?
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome to go check out. Sean Clark did a video there. He stayed there, and
You know what? That scene with the fucking the NVGs, the night vision goggles.
awesome.
Holy shit, that was creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Took place in that house.
Freaking
And spoiler alert, what my number 1 is, because I have not been there yet, and I will be there come September, October.
Oh,
Pasadena
drum roll.
for several things, for not only the Myers house, but you go by the Nightmare on Elm Street house too.
That's right. I did my best to keep those off the list.
I was going to, but I was like, I can't. Everybody's gonna know that's my number 1.
I knew one of us would say it, so I was like, I'll go.
That's
ahead
why I sort of made it seem like it wasn't too obvious. I'm like, oh, but the Nightmare on Elm Street house is there too. I can go see that one too.
Well, at least you're not like my wife flips out every time we go to California. She's like, "Do we have to stop here all the time?" It's like, okay, sure.
It's like so bored with it. It's like, seriously, come on.
Like, do you really have to ask?
But then we had our kids with us this time, so it was like, you know what? It'll be just kind of cool just to have them be a part of it this time. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, Joe,
Oh,
number 1.
man. All right, what's my number 1? Let's see here. Okay, I got it. So this is another location in California, Lancaster, California, to be exact. For whatever reason, I like desolate, like, out in the middle of nowhere places. I like to check out the motel from the Devil's Rejects.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
When I was doing researching, I saw that. I was like,
That's not a bad idea. The Kahiki Palms.
Yes. I just imagine it's kind of like going out there to the gas station because it's in a remote location. Just imagine going out there, barbecuing, just having a good time, drinking, and then just staying out there where those scenes were shot. That'd be fucking badass.
That's a good call. That'd be fun.
That would be dope.
Good stuff.
That
is your number 1?
That's my number 1.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Joe, my number 1 was one you had on your list, and I would want to go see Stu's house from Scream. I've seen people stay there. It's an Airbnb. They do a handful of things there. It's a pretty famous place now, so it hasn't really changed that much. Maybe some exteriors, but Stu's house, number 1, man.
It's just awesome. You got that old school element from the first film, and then the recent activity from 5. Dude,
5.
Imagine how much fun you would have in that fucking house, reenacting the scenes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm getting kind of woozy, or all that shit.
And it's astronomically expensive to rent too, right? Because like you said, it's an Airbnb, but it's way expensive. Like you'd have to get a group of people to chip in.
Damn.
I am shocked, Pat, you didn't have anything from The Fog in your list.
I know. I was like, I wrestled with it, and I was just like, man, that's why top 5s are hard, people.
Yeah.
Top 5s are just not easy because you leave so many things on the table. Of course, from The Fog, I want to go to Santa Mira. All the sites from H3. Now we just blurred out all like the honorable mentions, and yeah, definitely like The Fog, H3. What's some other good ones?
One that I've been to, and I would tell you guys, even if you're not a fan of the show, but going to the hotel that they show in Twin Peaks with the waterfall from the credits. That's such a beautiful area outside of Seattle to go to, and we stayed there at that place. It's kind of like a nice private resort. So yeah,
that would be dope.
What else you got?
While you guys got some honorable mentions, I'll go in the chat. Haddonfield, New Jersey, you can just go. it's just there.
The house from House in 1985. It's somewhere in California. That'd be kind of cool to go check out.
I can't barrel whack. That'd be funny to go to.
The mansion from Scary Movie 2 and whip up some mashed potatoes.
Lost Boys, yeah. UK for some Hammer horror sites, sure.
I think
Pearl's Farm is in New Zealand.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
One of our friends from our page, maybe I'm wrong, didn't somebody go visit the Blair Witch area recently? That looked kind of cool.
Didn't go to the gas station? He lives right by you, Joe. He has to take him to the gas station, damn it.
Is a couple times he's almost went, but we'll get him out there.
Freddy House. Yep. Salt Lake City. We said, sure. Troll 2 locations.
We did not
Mask
talk about
Exorcist.
the Carolinas with the new Halloweens. That's probably pretty cool to go check out.
Oh
Yeah, and that's all I mentioned. Yeah, go down in North Carolina.
absolutely.
Somebody said the Stephen King areas, right? Somebody said Maine.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
all the Stephen King shits. Yeah, it's all in Maine.
I was thinking about I don't know where they filmed the scenes of vampires. You know, the end scene where they're in that little town.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool. I don't know where the fuck that is.
Then do
That would-
top 10. Oh, because the podcast always lasts 2.5 hours as it is. It'll be over 3 hours.
Oh, you know it's just outside past the border in Wisconsin, Pat, in Wisconsin. The Amityville house from the Ryan Reynolds remake.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I've been on that lake here, and I lost my Oakleys jumping out of a boat.
Yeah, you can go out to Amityville, Long Island, and just go past the. Albeit the Amityville house is not too recognizable anymore. Like those signature windows are not there anymore.
Mm.
But it's there. It's still there.
Don't
And that's
recommend.
that house was up for sale too. A few years back. That's a very expensive area, out there.
If anybody ever wants to go to the Home Alone house, that's in my neck of the woods.
Hey,
Home Alone house.
that's badass.
See, I would love to go. My favorite Friday movie is Friday the 13th Part 2, but there's not much left of that set, from what I understand. And from what I understand, the part, the actual building that was there, or Sean Clarkson even mentioned it, like they won't let anybody near it. The people that live there now own it. They want nothing to do with it, so nobody's been able to get there.
You know what? He did the video on part 3 with the barn, and I know the cabin burned down there rebuilding, but that barn, that'd be cool to go check out.
The barn
from Friday 3.
Yeah. That'd be cool as hell.
Bunch of pussies. Get your hands dirty, Roy.
Golly.
Love that we got to do we haven't done a watch along of Friday 5 on this podcast. I know we did on the old podcast. We haven't done it on this one yet, have we?
We
have
can
to do
we can do a renewed version. We could.
He just wants to know how much Mr. McAllister pulled in each year. Yeah, right, to afford that freaking trip.
Oh God, yeah, and he was completely clueless as fuck too.
They was fucked hard. Rest in peace, that guy.
Catherine O'Hara ran that fucking house.
Oh, yeah. So good, man. Those are some good topics, man.
Yeah, so that is
yeah.
our top 5 filming locations to visit. Let us know your top 5.
That's right. Oh, my butt.
Oh, but anyway, talking non-horror stuff, you got to go out towards Pat's neck of the woods of Philadelphia. You got to run up those steps from the Rocky movies, man.
The Rocky
That's the
steps,
best.
yeah.
Hey,
Well,
no
take
shit.
a picture with the Rocky statue.
That's
That's
right.
another place I stop and go to every time.
Yeah, because you always fly into Philadelphia when you go to
Yeah,
Monster
and
Mania, right?
I went to
That's
a
right.
brewery and then I decided to go to the museum and run up the steps after drinking beer.
You get to the top like,
Oh, that was some good times.
and the funny thing is, I've been to Philadelphia so many times. I still haven't gone to those steps. I got to go there.
we want to go to the newer movies where they had Adrian's restaurant. That's a nice high-end Italian restaurant, I guess. So we'll see.
That sounds fun as fuck.
So we'll have to think of some topics for this upcoming week too. We got plenty of ideas. We're throwing them all out there. We're getting some good stuff, guys.
I know when we put
Oh, yeah.
the headed monster gets together, we always find some fun stuff to do. And,
For sure.
next we'll be doing, since we are collector extraordinaires, our collectible spotlight for this fine evening.
Very nice.
Very, very creepy.
Very creepy.
So I'll go first, and mine's real easy because I piggybacked off of what I had come in earlier this week. So my collectible spotlight of this week is the Halloween 112 from Mezco.
Cool
Very
figure.
Nice. Very nice.
You got
Which is
this one,
very,
Joe?
very cool.
I do have it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's located right there.
Yeah, so they did a nice job with this one, just like they did with the H2. H2, like I said, is a little bit, obviously the figure's the same size. It's a 112 figure, but the packaging is much smaller than this. I think it has more to do, like if you look at the top of the Myers head here, there's a lot of space around the figure.
Yeah.
So they just condensed it. You don't see as much space. That's probably the reason why the packaging's a little bit smaller. But still, this was a hot one too when it came out too. These were, if you didn't pre-order it, they were going quick, and people were selling them for stupid amounts of money. But the funny thing is, it's one of the rare figures that I think when people started to realize how many were out there, the prices started to come down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which they'd not necessarily come down too much, but they leveled off because they were just real stupid at the time.
You know,
But that is mine for this week.
I got a little story about that figure. That I got it at the C2E2. That's the comic convention here in Chicago when it came out, right? So my buddy, I go with Dan, and my buddy Dan and I, we walked all the vendors, right, before we really try to make a purchase. Unless it's something we know that's really hot, we'll buy it right away. And some vendor had 3 of those. And we stopped when we were deciding where we were going to go next. I took a phone call from a customer. We saw 2 people buy 2 of them. There was 1 left. My buddy Dan's like, dude, if you really want that, I'd go grab that, because that was the only place you saw it. There's only 1 left now. I'm like, yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my silly little story.
No, that's awesome, dude.
They have not made a Colonel Cochran figure yet, but they should.
We need a Dr. Chalice figure too.
We need a Chalice. We need a Cochran finger.
Wait, what?
Figure. Not a finger.
That would be a cool 2-pack.
We need a cock finger.
We need a cock figure.
You know, like the H2 double pack with Loomis and Michael. That'd be cool to have like a Cochran and Chalice. That'd be tough.
I got to get some more of those up. I got to find some more.
So
That was
good.
good.
They're fun. That's my collectible spotlight and there's Brady's.
Oh yes. So
nice.
what we
The
chose.
road to age 45.
Yeah, I messaged the guys before the show, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I bring out some of my advertising stuff from the very first Halloween convention, H25, back in 2003. This was a limited edition foil poster that Anthony Massey sent to just the I think it was just for the VIPs. There was like a gold VIP and a silver VIP. So yeah, you don't see too many of these out there. If you do, snatch it up. So
that's real nice.
Print. I think it's like a 13 by 19. So yeah,
Very, very cool. You got that you sent, and you also sent
that one you see a lot. I know
that's the official poster.
Yeah, that's the official one, and I think you could probably find that pretty cheap a lot of places. But yeah, that's got a couple. That's of
very
those.
Nice.
Yeah,
very cool artwork on it. I'll tell you that, and it's very, very nice. And
original printouts that when you registered at the. It's funny. Like we got that at the convention, and of course, it still said John Carpenter was pending.
Oh, you know what? I never read all the people that were there, so I'm reading. So let's see.
You got you got a handful of not Halloween people too, which
that's
only happened
Stacey
at that
Keach,
first show.
Peter Jason, Marion Hagen was Halloween, yeah. R.A. Mihailoff, what was he in Texas Chainsaw? Oh, Texas Chainsaw 3. Okay.
You know who's not on there is Vernon Wells from Commando and Weird Science. He was there.
Oh, Reggie Bannister from Phantasm was there.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, Brink Stevens. Last House of the Left reunion.
Cliff Emick, rest in peace.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
David Naughton, I don't think he's on that list from Miracle Werewolf in London. I had him sign my DVD there at that show, so he was there too.
Is Joe Wolf still alive?
He passed away around the same time as Deborah Hill and Mustafa Akkad, I thought.
Yeah, he looked rough around the edges. I didn't think he was still alive.
He was just at that panel, and he didn't even sign. Like when they did these panels, they would do the panel, and then the back of the room, they had you sign. They let you get autographs in the back. But then you had the regular stars that signed at their tables, of course, too. But like guys like Mustafa Akkad or Urban Yablans, they went to the back after the panel and they signed. Mustafa Akkad, I just wish I had more of a stack of stuff.
That's crazy.
That's very, very cool.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I know that's hard, but that's the panel. That was the schedule of events from the original. Yeah,
Dude, you kept that in great shape, man. That's cool.
Oh yeah, we don't mess around. If You guys ever read? You could just zoom in from what I had sent you guys. A lot of that's on that Halloween 25 Years of Terror DVD too. No, if anything, it was just slightly edited. All those
Mhm.
panels, that's all on that disc. So
That's fucking cool, man.
yeah, but yeah, I think hopefully some people would really enjoy seeing some of that stuff. So
Pamela Susan Shoop signed his male flat chest. Well, I keep drinking this beer and keep getting older and heavier. She's gonna be signing my tits.
I hope she's there. So you guys, I had assumed she's going to be there. I thought she was kind of limiting herself for conventions, but since she's out towards that way,
I'm
I
sure
think
she'll be there for this. Yeah, I'm sure. So and Joe didn't send me anything, but do you want to highlight anything?
Yeah, I got it right here.
What you got?
To kind of coincide with my selection of checking out that place out there from the Devil's Rejects in California, I got a NECA figure here, Spalding. This is a very rare one. Check him out.
oh look
Spalding.
at that.
Oh yeah, this is where he's got his little holster and everything. Look at that. It's pretty cool. No yellow.
That is very nice.
Those aren't hard to come by anymore either now, right?
Yeah, this one's a little
Or
toughy
easy,
to
I
find.
should say.
A little bit, and then you got some extras. So I don't have these three, and these are fucking hard as fuck to find. So you got Tiny, of course. I want that Tiny figure, man. That's the one I really want. That's the hard one. So yeah, this one's it's a classic, and I love my NECA real toys, and as you get older, these are getting harder and harder to find. So super fun.
Joe, I don't know if we talked about it. Tiny was a convention regular before he had passed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was a bummer. But anyways, I'm sorry, Pat. What were you gonna say?
I forgot what I was going to say. To be honest with you. Oh, you know what? Those are becoming increasingly harder to find because the Devil's Rejects has really become popular like the last 10 years.
It's my favorite zombie movie.
Oh, it's my favorite. Yeah, easily my favorite Rob Zombie movie. But they just always got panned because of Rob Zombie. Everybody just shit on his movies. But it's funny how even the zombie movies, remember when 2007, 2009 came out, everybody shit on them, and they're just like everybody's loving those movies now. And just goes over time how people start to appreciate things instead of just knee-jerk reaction of just shitting on something.
I just wish he didn't do From Hell. I just thought, why go further with it? It was just
the only redeeming thing about that movie is the scene when they go to the warden's house.
Oh yeah,
that's the only scene that's worthwhile watching it now because you have the naked broad in it who friggin' Sherry Moon Zombie chases and stabs to death on the front lawn, and you get what is it?
What's his name? His brother Howard.
What's his name? Yeah, Clint Howard come as
Clint
the
Howard.
clown, and they just blow him away.
Yeah, he didn't even do nothing, man. Poor guy.
Yeah. So other than that, the rest of the movie, straight
innocent bystander.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessary, especially when you see how bad Sid Haig looked in it, because you knew it was right near the end of his life. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did he really? I didn't know that. Roger.
Yeah, it's on. I noticed that. What Steph will say is when I showed my signed DVD a week or two ago, that it says 2 thumbs up on the front of it.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I mean, I know Roger Ebert. Gave thumbs up and 4 stars to Halloween. That was the only one, but that was the only one he gave it to. None of the other ones.
Oh, dude! You guys, Google or YouTube, Google search Roger Ebert or Siskel Ebert reviews on YouTube. Oh God, the reviews! Some of those old school reviews are priceless. Like some of the horror sequels are just hilarious listening to.
They talk some mad.
Oh, it is.
They talk mad shit.
Oh, the Friday the 13th Part 2 one is just hilarious. The Halloween 2 one, they bashed it.
They bashed Halloween too, but yeah, go watch the one with Halloween. They gave glowing reviews of Halloween. They loved it.
They have even Weekend at Bernie's. Somebody put the Weekend at Bernie's one on there. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love watching those old reviews, especially with those two guys, because it's funny because they're on the same show, but polar opposites. They were on par with a few things, but they were always pretty much opposites. That's what made that show interesting. And and those guys are gone now too.
Long
gone.
I don't know if I ever told you guys this. My father would run into him because my father worked for the Chicago Sun-Times. Blah. Sorry, when my dad used to have to go in periodically during the day, he ran into Ebert in the elevator once and in the lobby. So, yeah.
That's so cool. That is so cool.
That's good stuff. And yeah, I wonder what he would have thought about the Blumhouse movies. I don't know how. I think he probably would have thought. I think he probably would have said 2018 he probably would have favored that over the three of them.
Do you remember? You probably remember. You guys, when they started making all these sequels, like even going back to the 80s and the 90s and 2000s, there was the time where there was making so many of them, they were saying not screened for critics. Remember that? You would go read the reviews and they weren't screened for critics.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like it was some just lowball movie. They're not even getting screened.
He did. He gave 4 out of 4 to Last House on the Left.
That's fine.
Oh, the OG? The OG?
The OG? Wow, I didn't know that. Damn,
no
I gotta go back
idea
and start
about
watching a few more of them. I know I've watched it. I get in this, especially like if I'm sitting there, sitting in the garage, which I'm hoping to do tonight, sit in the garage, have a cigar. Yeah, post podcast cigar. I get a little nostalgic with a couple of drinks. I start looking up old shit, and that's what I used to do. I start looking up all that old stuff, and that's when I start seeing that shit. Yeah, this is what happens when you get old, guys. Don't get old; it blows.
It does.
But that is basically that is our show for this night, this fine evening. We've made our way through everything. Let's do some quick shameless plugs for what we got going on in the podcast. Everybody watching, or if you're watching after the fact, do us a favor. Like and subscribe. Like that video. It does help everybody find this. And subscribe to the channel. Don't cost nothing. That's the best part of it. It's free, and it helps us out.
All that happy, what was it, Pat? All that what?
All that happy horse shit.
All that happy horse shit. That's right.
Asshole horse shit.
All that happy horse shit. So dropping tomorrow, because what I usually do is the week after the previous podcast, I'll take our top 5, condense it into a standalone video. So people, if they want to just watch the top 5, they don't have to sit there and look at us for 2.5 hours. So it makes it fun. So tomorrow will be last week's, which was a lot of fun. We had a lot of interesting choices. Tomorrow, top 5 movies Rob Zombie should remake. We had a lot of fun with that last week.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be up on the channel tomorrow morning. And our watch along is set for Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central for Rob Zombie's Halloween. I have a poll going. Not this poll. A poll going on this channel for let us know what you would like to watch. I have it up there for the theatrical cut or the director's cut. And right now it is 100% so far for the unrated director's cut. Everybody must like the rape scene.
Oh, God.
You don't like her? Don't want to fuck her? I'll fuck her. If you don't want to fuck her, I'll fuck her.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so far
You're
the
an
director's
animal,
cut
Pat. You're an animal.
is winning. It's winning by a mile right now. It's such a great scene. He's just like, we know we just want to check in on you. We know it's your first night here and all. It's so creepy.
Oh.
So we'll be watching one of the other, but it looks like it's the director's cut. So far there. Yeah, go vote, Stefan. I have it up on this channel right now. The unrated director's cut is winning by a mile. Yep. So that's probably what we will be watching on Tuesday night. What else do I have up here? Oh, and Wednesday night, rescheduled from last week, episode 2 of that Halloween 2 movie book club. We'll be doing chapters 6 through 10. So go if you haven't seen episode 1, which I did solo because everybody was Joe and Brett were unavailable. Go back and review that, and then jump into episode 2, chapters 6 through 10. It gets very, very interesting.
Very, very nice.
So we'll be doing that Wednesday night at what are we doing? Is it 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? I never remember. What time is it your time that we usually do it?
I
think it's 7 o'clock your time, so it's 8 o'clock my time.
Yes.
For the book club. What else shameless plug did I throw up here? Oh, I loaded this last Thursday. This is up on my channel now. My favorite kill from each Halloween movie. It was a lot of fun.
The book.
Oh, yeah. Good video. I watched it. It was good.
Yeah, a lot of fun there. A lot of good positive feedback on that. So that is all the shameless plugs and all the fun shite that's going on in this channel. So make sure you like, subscribe, all that happy horse shit.
Tommy Gunn's about ready to get his ass kicked. Sorry.
Tommy Gunn.
Sorry.
And what's that? Let's see what's going on in the chat before we head out on this fine evening. Well, I kind of prefer the uncut version due to a few more brutal moments. Yeah, the director's cut is probably the better way to go. I don't need to see the rape scene. It didn't belong. It's just Yeah, if it was in a different zombie movie, it would have played out better. If it was in like the Devil's Rejects.
I wish he didn't kill Trejo, jerk.
I know.
I was good to you, Mikey.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, this is going to be a good watch along. It's going to be a long watch along too, people. So make sure you're prepared because
it's a 2+ hour movie.
It's 2+ hour movie. I think it'll be the longest watch along we've done. Most movies we do about an hour 30, hour and 45. So this is going to be our long one. So We got to make sure. Might have to have pee-pee breaks.
PP breaks.
Pee-pee breaks.
That's right.
Let's see what else is going on here. Do you love this Exorcist? Yours? Yeah. Pretty much it. So, you guys got anything else before we head out on this fine evening?
No.
Oh man, I had a good time with you fellas, man.
Great
Absolutely.
time as always. Love seeing my buddies here and everybody hanging out in the chat. Everybody after the fact, like I said, like, subscribe, drop some comments in here. Let us know your ranking of the Myers masks.
Yeah.
So ideas on topics. Let us know your top 5 horror locations you like to visit, or any movie set locations. Doesn't have to be horror.
We love new ideas to talk about, new topics or new rankings.
We go both ways.
You dick.
So let us know, and then we shall return on Tuesday night. We'll return Tuesday night for the watch long, which so far seems to be the director's cut. So if you don't want the director's cut, make sure you go and vote on my poll. Oh, that didn't sound good at all. Thank God the wife's not here to hear that. Ugh,
Would you shut the fuck up?
my bad.
You're using that one more than ever. I love it.
I love that one. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put it on my phone and just hold it up when somebody pisses me off. Like if my daughter asks me for more money, I'm just gonna be like, So we'll let everybody go. If you guys are around, hit me up. I'll be around. I'm just gonna go move over to the garage. Thanks to everybody that was hanging out tonight. Thanks after the fact, and we will see everybody on Tuesday night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.